Okay, here we are again. Still not used to these cushions. Wow, this cushion and this armrest, I should say. Cushion I'm used to, but not in the position that it's in, relative to the position that the armrest is in. Makes it kind of hard to sit down when there's a microphone on a stand in front of me. I go to sit down and I'll be like, I don't have enough room. I didn't press any button fast enough, so I guess I better press it before we get a second copyright section going on there. Oh, I was going to play the Mila one that time because the night sky is in the background. That's cool. Anyway, we're just all a mess in the beginning today. It's okay, though. We'll get started in just a couple of minutes. It must alternate when you have two separate files then, because I don't remember if I ever had two separate files the first time we played. I think at the time I was like, well, if I want to watch the other intro, I'll just watch it on YouTube, but now it's like, okay. I am the YouTube video, so I have to provide both, or at least I feel better about providing both because it feels more representative of the full product while I am streaming it, so... Okay, I'll take a drink and then we'll get going. Gotta rinse it around a little bit because I just ate lunch about 45 minutes ago. Any food particles that are in there will bug me for the rest of the stream if I don't try to get them out now, so hopefully that got most of them. Might not have gotten all, but at least I tried, right? So here we go. Now, according to the FAQ that I've been using to kind of figure out where exactly I am on the objective list of this game's plot, we're at the halfway point. We've accomplished 30 objectives, there are 30 left to go. I don't know how true that is, but I guess we shall see if this ends up being a 20 stream project. I think it's going to be a little longer than that, but only time will tell. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Tales of Xillia, the stream edition. Last time we left a skit at the end, the Chimeriads. Let's watch that now before I give you the recap.
So Zhao is one of King Gaius's henchmen?
One of 4. They're called the Chimeriad because each member embodies a different weapon of the Chimera. Wings, horn, stinger, and fangs. I've heard rumors about them.
Like what?
It isn't public knowledge, but 2 years ago, hostilities broke out on Shrade Island.
Where's Shrade Island?
120 elite soldiers, but the rumors say they were wiped out by 4 enemy agents.
4 people defeated 120 soldiers?
How many of those soldiers that were killed were from Agria's kill count? Because I find it hard to believe that a 13-year-old child could kill anyone, let alone... like, it just, they keep putting her in situations that are just more and more unrealistic for someone her age. It's kind of ridiculous. I know this is a JRPG, so I shouldn't be questioning that because teenagers regularly kill God in this genre, but, like, come on. Elise's song.
It's snowing. It sure is. I just thought up a snow song.
Oh no.
It snowed last night. It snowed last night. Mila and the 4 had a pillow fight. sight.
You would love to see that, wouldn't you?
Clouds in sight, toss down all the feathers white.
I didn't realize we were caroling
Great song.
this time.
That was perfect.
What was that?
Elise has a new hobby?
Something like that. I didn't get her Idolmaster costume because I think it costs like $5, but maybe she wanted it. Oh well. Anyway, yeah, last time we got kicked out of Cambalar after heading there to try to tell the government, hey, so Rashkull's trying to declare war on you. And they were like, oh, cool story, we already knew that. And we were like, oh, okay, cool. Well, just wanted to warn you. And they were like, well, what are you going to do about it? And we were like, well, we're going to go destroy one of their super weapons. Might make your job easier. And they were like, no, can't let you do that, especially when you won't let us use the weapon against them. So now we're on the run from two governments, and I hope that the whole thing with Shandu still cleared up and we can still use the wyverns, because otherwise we're going to be hoofing it through Fezabel Marsh in a spirit climb jam to get to Fenmont. And that's just not going to be a whole lot of fun. It'll probably be fine if that's what we have to do, because the enemies there shouldn't be like the Zagat Flood Meadow ones where they're over-leveled for me, but you know, I'd prefer not to if I can afford it. We'll see what happens. Somebody left 50 gold on that pedestal. Wonder how much the maximum is you can get from here. Well, I'm probably not going to find out because I'm not going to be hunting around here like I was in New
Word
Kara.
of our altercation in the capital may have preceded us.
News does travel pretty quickly in these games, doesn't it?
How was your
Maybe don't
audience
blurt
with
it
the
out,
king?
everybody. Eventful. Very eventful.
I'm sorry, we'll have to talk later. Can we depart right away?
Well, I guess that's possible. You in some kind of hurry?
Yeah! The king's men are hot on her!
Tipo not really working. Slow down.
No need to rush off.
Speaking of slow down, what are you doing back?
Alvin?
I thought your loyalties lay somewhere
They're
else.
on a wild goose chase in the mountains right about now.
Oh, okay,
Threw them off
good,
our scent?
I guess.
Is this some kind of peace offering?
What? It's only natural I helped you. We're friends, aren't we?
Isn't, oh god, I forgot his name
Come
again.
on, you don't believe
Jurgen.
me?
Isn't Jurgen gonna
know
get
you've
more
put your trust
suspicious
in
the
me
more we
before.
talk about this stuff? I mean, we already
Would it
did a
kill you
terrible
to
job
give me
lying
another
to him
shot?
before this, so...
I guess not.
Attaboy.
Welcome back. I'm glad that you're safe.
That sounded a little
Thanks.
bit, like,
You
harsh.
almost sound sincere.
Yeah.
If nothing else, it seems that Alvin has bought us some time.
Still think Jurgen
That's
should
what's
be putting
going
two
on,
and
but
two
I don't
together
think I
here.
wanna know. You
Yeah,
people sure
you'd
have a lot
be
of drama in your
helping
lives.
another
I'll
criminal
be in front of the
if you
wyverns.
did
Come see
ask,
me
so
when you're
maybe
ready to
don't
fly.
worry about that. Alright, so, looks like we've still got Wyvern access, even though I'm pretty sure if Jurgen finds out
finally
what the
time.
king has in store for us, he won't forgive us for using him like this, but, I mean, Mila hasn't really been the kind of
Saddle up
person
as
where
soon
she
as we're ready.
seems concerned about that in the past when we've done something dumb, so... Anyway, we got Alvin back. That's fun. The oddly popular Carla.
Did you introduce this Carla person to Rowan and Mila?
Yeah.
Just
I
about
did.
everybody except
well,
you,
your
actually, Leia.
acquaintances are my acquaintances. Hook a girl up.
Here she goes. Fine, fine. Let's head to Shandu.
Well, last place I saw her was in the inn, and I think I need to check. I think I might have bought all of my... How the hell did this happen? This weird party order that they've got going on. I don't know. I think I might have bought all the food that I needed, though. So, like last time I was in Cambalar, so... I don't know if I need to... It doesn't look like anything's missing, at the very least, so I don't know. Hey, Amarella, how you doing? Welcome back. Still say a lot of things in a JRPG could be solved by just lighting people on fire at random. You know, that's probably true. That would require them to be able to cast those spells outside of cutscenes, though, and some JRPGs let you do that, but not a lot of them. Usually when they do that, you're only allowed to do that for puzzle-solving reasons, which is, I guess, kind of a little BS. I'd like to set people on fire sometimes, but not every game can be That one time I killed an entire town guard's militia through walls with a firestorm spell in Gothic 2, I suppose. Whoops.
Are you okay? You look pale.
I'm fine. I just keep thinking about the mill.
What happened there isn't your fault. You should try forgetting about it.
I don't think that's gonna
I guess
help her,
that's
Jude.
Easier said than done.
Yeah.
Maybe it would help to go see Hamil for ourselves.
Maybe we should get on the wyverns so that we can go fly wherever we want. Why didn't they wait to give you fast travel in this game until they gave you the wyverns anyway? Like, I feel like that would have made so much more sense. Like, Ni no Kuni did that. They didn't let you do, like, airship fast travel based stuff until you got access to the dragon, and, well, that took a while. Here, it's like, oh, you can fast travel whenever, but that still means that your party's hoofing it. But, like, now you have a story excuse for fast travel because I can just fly over everything. I don't know. Hey, Baelius, how you doing? Welcome back. Portal opens up, looks around. Oh, what do we have here? You are now a star and a time traveler. Very nice. Thank you for gifting a sub to Amarella there, Baelius. That is 55 gift subs that you have given. It's incredibly generous of you. Thank you so much. Always appreciated, my friend. I think I've bought all the food I need. I'm just double checking all my food stores before we head out because, well, actually, after this, we'll have access to food again for, like, they make it seem like, oh, well, you might not have access to food for a little while, but no, I think we have access to food pretty quickly after this, so I don't really need to worry about it. And I have all the food that I need anyway, but I guess Carla's in here and Leia wants to see her, so let's go see her. Why not? It's going pretty good there, Baelius. My family got a new puppy, so I've been running around like a maniac trying to help out with that. But I think I finally got a routine down where the stream schedule won't be in mortal jeopardy every time the dog needs something. So,
What about yourself? You must be from out of town if you're staying.
but she's good. She's a good dog.
That's right.
So.
I'm from Canbalar.
Just a little stressful, but I mean, she's basically a
Oh,
baby,
we've
so
been
that
there.
makes sense, you know.
Not the most pleasant of trips.
I'm sorry to hear that. Were you able to meet with King Gaius?
We were actually,
He's a stern man, but clearly very dedicated to his people.
except
In
the
a way, he was
Chimeriad,
kind of amazing.
Kind of
because
amazing,
he
yeah,
hasn't
but
helped them
super
with their
scary.
mental health
Why can't he
issues
just be nice to people?
at all.
King Gaius didn't always used to be that way. Do you know about the Battle of Fezabel?
That sounds vaguely familiar,
Well,
but I don't know if
It was
we've
a
gotten
battle fought
anything
on the
about that
Fezabel
before.
outback 20 years ago between Rashagal and Azul. The battle only ended due to a giant tsunami. No one's sure why it appeared when it did. It
Really?
ended up causing dramatic changes to the region's spirit climb.
It happened
That's how it
20
became
years ago,
Fezabel
and no
Rush
one
with
can
all its
figure out why it
twisted
happened
flows.
when the only
No,
thing of
right,
note that we know of that happened 20 years ago was the
Yep,
end of the
it's
four
all
great
coming
spirits
back
being
to me.
summonable.
Wow. you
And
actually
Mila's
remember?
birth.
I'm kind of shocked.
I'm
You don't need
pretty
to be
sure
embarrassed if you don't know.
someone
It's
should be
never
putting
too
those
late to
together.
learn.
oh, Carla, you're so nice. You could learn a lot from her, Jude.
Wah wah.
During that battle, Gaius
Jude
led
wants to be a
battalion of
doctor, not a
Londell
teacher,
soldiers,
Leia.
even though he was a member of a different tribe himself. At just 20 years old, he led his troops to victory against an entire regiment of the Rashagal army.
He's
He
a
was
regular
also the
George
first to
Washington.
sense the oncoming
I think
arrival
George
of
was
the
a little
giant
older when
tsunami.
he was
He
helping in the
advised
American
Londell
Revolution,
chief to
though.
retreat, but the chief couldn't bring himself to give the order. The tsunami ended up swallowing both armies and wiped out Gaius's entire battalion.
Well, that
So
sucks.
that's how he became the ornery fellow we all know and love. Gotta hand
Is
it
that
to
why
him,
he
though.
insists on doing
It
most
is true
things
that
himself
folk want
now?
a strong leader to guide them. And he's certainly won the trust of his people.
How'd he manage that after he got his
Gosh,
entire
Carla,
platoon
you really
drowned?
do know all about history.
Well, at least when it comes to King Gaius.
Is
Is
there
that
a
who
reason for
your
that?
studies are focused
There
on?
just might be. See you later, everyone.
What do you think she meant by that?
She keeps her secrets. Apparently. Sounds like you when you got your dog during Mist of Pandaria. Oh boy. Yeah, it's one of those things. It depends on how many responsibilities you have with the dog as well. So like this one, I'm a little more hands off than I was with the previous two dogs we had. I did a lot for them, like almost everything, with the exception of grooming them, because I kept saying no, we should take them to a professional groomer, and everybody said no, we should do it ourselves, and I disagreed, so that's why I didn't do it. But the rest was like, yeah, I'm doing it. A question for Carla.
Plenty of heat between Carla and Gaius, huh?
I don't know
Make
about
it sound
heat.
so illicit.
And poor sweet Jude's left out in the cold.
Come on, you know that's not why I'm looking for Carla.
Bet she's waiting in Shandu.
You think I don't know that?
Why are we looking for Carla again? Did I miss an event and so they're telling me to go back and see her again? Is she in here? This is where she went to last time. I don't see any NPCs in here. Maybe I had to reset her spawn location by going in here. I don't know. Here's a cutscene. Okay, here's the next one. One right after the other. I was gonna say, we can go check and see if she's in front of the statue that she was initially in front of, but other than that, I'm not really sure if I would know where she is exactly. Finish out this event. This was the lady that had the information from before, not Carla, somebody else. I don't know, man. She's around here somewhere, and I'm sure we'll run into her on the way to the Wyverns, because if we don't, then I wouldn't know where to look. We have to go all the way across town to get there, so... Just gonna double check over here. Oh look, another skit. Wingle's Words. Hold on, let me just make sure she's not around a corner or something. Nope, okay.
That man in black suddenly started speaking some weird language.
That was Longdao, the language of the clan that used to rule Azul.
Do you speak it?
Not really, but I can understand it to some degree.
But what made
He's
him
old enough
abruptly
to
start
remember when the
speaking like
Longdao
that?
were not
It
extinct.
appeared to be some sort of battlefield transformation. A side effect of his booster, perhaps.
Or
Does
he's
that
just
mean
bipolar.
I'll start speaking some weird language too?
Probably
Anyone
not.
would be able to talk to anyone. Relax, that won't happen. His booster is totally different from Tipo. And if you did start speaking some weird language, I would totally learn it so we could still talk.
Well,
Thank
there you go.
Are you good with languages, though? Well, that's beside the point.
At least she's trying to be friendly with you again, Elise, because you guys were on some rocky terms before. Not so much now. So this is the way to the Wyverns up here. If I were a Carla Outway, where would I be parking myself right now? If I can't find her, I'll just go. I'll move on. This is not Carla. This is a different something. Okay, sure. A different side quest from a peddler. What are you doing with all this cargo? Oh, books. Well, paper does get pretty heavy when you have a lot of it. You want me to buy paper from you? The Chronicles of Kresnik. And you're gonna sell these to random people? Did he write that one himself, or that stuff himself? Oh no. Are you sure, Rowan? Because I don't know, that might be kind of fun to read around the campfire unless it's smutty. Uh-huh. Well, he seems to be a bit on the embarrassed side. I mean, that would make us all children, Jude, to be fair. I mean, I'm secretly still 12 years old at heart, so it's not really a secret, though. I keep talking about it all the time. Oh, boy. Who would have paid for it in oh, never mind. And what book are we going to get out of this whole mess of random cutscene? Don't tell me they gave me the Necronomicon. No, it's a Longdao dictionary. Why do I need this again? I was kind of hoping this was going to point me towards Carla, but apparently not. It's whatever this is all about. I guess it builds the world a little bit, so... So how did the rest of them communicate with each other? Did they use English? of sounds a little Hawaiian. Yeah, Rowan doesn't have access to the subtitles, unfortunately, Jude. He can't see those. So. Oh, God. He's actually looking. Okay, well, that was silly. We got a Long Dao dictionary for whatever reason. Still looking for Carla. Hey, Marie, how you doing? Welcome back. Took a nap and you're not super late. That feels weird. It's that later start time. There you go. Alvin, the childlike sparkle never truly left my eyes. And that's a good thing, because sometimes it's hard to hold on to, but it's a good idea to try to keep it as best you can. I mean, I think that's what Alvin's trying to tell all of us anyway. So, okay, well, I can't find Carla, so I don't know where the hell she went. I'll come back to Shandu later if I remember. I probably won't remember. But we'll go get on the wyverns now so we can move the hell on with the story so I can keep up this clip of doing 1.5 objectives a day. That's not Carla. That's Jurgen. Jurgen, I'm ready for the wyverns before the military catches up.
Are you ready to head for Fenmont?
Sure, why not?
You can't possibly land right in Rashigal's capital. You'll
Okay,
probably
so where
have
should
to
we
touch
land?
down on a high road nearby, or find some other suitable spot.
So we're gonna land in Fezabel Marsh anyway. Great. Oh, good anime cutscene. I don't think that's an option, Leia. Did they give us any clue as to how to get this going? Like, literally shut it. You can't barf if your mouth is closed. I mean, you can, but it won't come out. Oh, good lord. Mila, don't... Okay. Get us crashed into the ocean. This is not how to train your dragon. It is not that easy to fix a problem like that. Every time I see, like, a first-person view of someone sliding towards the ocean like that, though, all I can think of is, like, all those 3D rides at the theme parks and stuff, so.
It's amazing.
It's so pretty.
First time seeing above the clouds, everybody?
It's sparkly.
It would probably be a pretty cool view for, I mean, imagine your first time flying above the clouds on a plane. It's like that for all of them again. Until this happens. God damn it, Death Gaze! Or Rayquaza. Something to that effect.
Everyone, die!
And here I am without my Mega Ring. He made a blaster noise going through the clouds. God damn it. Ow! Well, we're coming in for a crash landing, gang. Mayday, mayday. I don't know who's going to be able to fix a wyvern in Cherylton, but we're going to have to go there. Yeah, Jane, stop this crazy thing! I don't think Jane has any say at this point. Hello, Sephico. How you doing? Welcome back. Well, we crash landed, and we're not quite where we're supposed to be, but here he comes. Nice save, Alvin.
Alvin, are you okay?
No time to chat now, kid.
We'll fix this guy's wagon first. I didn't set up my party how I wanted them to be set up for this fight, so I guess I'm going to do it right now. Alright, so let's get some equipment going, the proper equipment anyway. You've got a spirit symbol. I should probably give Mila back the Alexandrite. So I can give you the Emerald Ring. You've still got the Mystic Emblems. Excuse me, so that's good. You get this Emerald Ring. And, honestly, I don't really care what Jude has because I'm not planning on playing as him anyway for this fight, so I don't think it's going to matter too much, but I don't remember. Is it L1 and button to switch?
Pay for what you did.
Yes, it is. Okay, good. Got it. Fantastic. Jude, don't get murdered. And also, I need to set up a couple of arts. I'm totally unprepared for this fight. That's okay. Alvin just got a new move, though, Squall Shot, so we're going to give him that, and then I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to get Negative Gate for Elise, and on top of that, I'm going to get Splash for Rowan, and I'm probably just going to, like, Squall Shot, Splash, and Negative Gate to victory, so...
Easy.
Okay. Thanks. Hit him with water. Fly. Thanks. Understood. Demon Fang. Look out.
Okay, I better back up a little more.
Understood. Demon Fang. Please provide support. Understood.
You'll have a little bit of a hard time hitting him, probably, but that's okay. We'll be okay. We'll be fine. Just, you know, knock him out of it. It's no big deal. Yeah, keep using that, Rowan. That should help us out a little bit. Before he does that again. I know he resists this, but let's get that going at least. I better back off. Jude, maybe hit me up with a recovery ring there, please. Yeah, Rowan, watch out. I can't use that going straight up. And just keep doing this, basically. Of course, Alvin's gonna run out of TP pretty soon. Jude's got me covered a little bit. Oh, good carpet bombing. Well, I was gonna Demon Fang you, but I guess I could do it now.
Let's do this. Okay.
Do it again. Use my favorite move. Oh god. No, don't start that again. My guard, he broke it. That's not okay. Okay, now he's got... it looks like he's got charge time 0 or something going on, like this is Final Fantasy 12. I'm just waiting for my TP to come back a little bit, although I don't suppose I needed to be honest, so... get the hell away from him so I can... Okay, well, I was gonna get away from him, but then Pulse Shot went off. What am I saying? So I was trying to use Pulse Shot, and then I kept running at him because I didn't press the art button. I pressed the art button too early, and then I pressed the other one, so... Okay, good, got him. Well, that was a little silly, but hey, we got him. I didn't use spicy chicken roll, but that's fine. Oh boy. It's not like we need... Oh, I did still have the spicy chicken roll on. Well, there you go. How about that? The boss fight that we had back in Canbalar still came in handy for that.
I can't stop. I want to get stronger. You can totally do it.
And we got half our party leveled up anyway, so no big deal. The other half probably leveled up from the previous fight, so... I missed quite a bit of chat. Let me see what happens to Terrabronk here first, and then we'll go from there.
Women and children, seek shelter in your homes.
It's a little late for that, isn't it, Drizel? We already got him.
All able-bodied men, to me.
I mean, I guess we have to, you know, take care of the wounded now, but...
Ellie,
also, hello again.
What are you doing here? I'm home.
We had a visitor. And the visitor wasn't very nice, so we had to fix that.
Back?
Yeah, you could say that.
Good to see you again.
The gang's all here.
Nice to meet you. I'm Leia. Hi.
You guys killed that gigantic monster, and now I'm a little afraid of you. Yeah, well, pretty soon, okay, that might happen.
You took a tough hit when you saved me.
And you didn't even ask for a healer.
But now, it's really hitting me.
Well, you need to not take a giant hit like that until I get the Impregnable Guard skill. We'll get that in a little while. Probably next stream.
My lady, I'm just a horse trainer.
How the hell am I supposed to know how these wyverns work? Great. They're never gonna get better, are they? What the hell are we going to tell the people of Shandu? Yeah, sorry about the wyverns. We got shot down. One of them's half dead.
Isn't that Ilbert, the former chief of staff? He was a tactician for the Rashagal army, you know.
Really? And he's on our side? That's great.
How did you guys not know about him? Didn't he help House Cheryl before this? Wouldn't you have seen him around town?
War have everyone on edge lately.
Yeah, no
Let's
kidding.
head back to the manor before we cause any more commotion.
Probably a good idea. Then we can get everybody some rest. As long as we don't rest like Clive did. Is that too soon? Probably.
The horse trainer says the wyverns need some time to recuperate. You all should rest here in the city while you can.
I mean, this will probably be our last rest stop until we go to Fenmont anyway, so fair enough.
That may be for the best. We're on the eve of a great battle, after all.
Didn't this not work out, though, the last time we stayed here on the eve of a great battle?
Huh?
What's wrong? You look as if I just spoke Long Dao.
I love how that's just our new thing now. We're just all talking about it.
Perfect sense. We have had little rest since our departure from Laronde.
But we have had a lot of fruit and
Some time
cheese.
to gather your thoughts.
As you say.
I mean, you did say that Noctigal was your friend, so I suppose that's going to have to happen. Oh, I'm a charge adept now. I must have done enough charging for Alvin. That's good. Champion of the skies. All right, let me catch up on chat, and then we'll continue here because Jude's by himself. So we're not going to be Lilium orbing yet. We'll do that in a little bit. There's also stop in the name of time. Never mind. Hate to have a mega ring. Maybe something else, but not a ring. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like a ring would be... I don't wear rings or bracelets, so I don't know if I'd... I guess maybe like a necklace, or... I don't know. I'd probably just... Nowadays, I feel like if they had any mega technology in a Pokemon game, they'd probably just have you do it on the smartphone or the Rotom phone or whatever the hell they're using now. Just click an app or something. Of course, then the plot could have something to do with how someone's taking advantage of that technology to cause Pokemon go berserk, but that would require them to actually write anything at all for a Pokemon story nowadays. What's it called when you know your multiplication? The best of times. Close but times table. Become a time cop. Oh, there you go. And gifted a sub to Sapphico as well. Thank you for doing that as well, Baelius. Appreciate it. Very good of you to do, as always. Have you seen some of the Mega accessories? Cynthia's Keystone is literally in a tube of lipstick. By the way, she has a Mega Garchomp now. Her plot armor got stronger. Oh, great. As if her team wasn't already nightmarish enough. Mila speaking sense and not being rash AF. What did she develop while you were asleep? I don't know. I think she's being prescient because she's like, well, I can destroy the Lance of Kresnik, but... And she never finished the but part, which might have something to do with her sacrificing herself to do it. That's just a thought. I don't think that's actually true, but, well, we'll see what happens. And I'm going to save over this because that way I'm not saving over the other one. Bro, that could be the new plot of Cypher somehow coming back or someone else taking their place, yeah. I feel like if Cypher came back now, they just wouldn't be nearly as threatening as they were in Genius Sonority's games, but that's just me speaking because I like Genius Sonority's games more than the other ones most of the time, so... Rowan, you're the first one who's directly in front of me, so we'll talk to you first.
Thinking about Noctigal?
Or trying to keep the sun out of
Maybe
your
this
eyes,
is none of my
because you're doing a good
business,
job of
but
that.
How did you get mixed up with him?
We first met when Noctigal joined the army as an officer. He wanted to serve, despite his royal birth. He and I were assigned to the same division. We fought in many battles together. We earned promotions and glory. That sort of thing builds a bond between men.
Bit of camaraderie,
We were truly
then.
brothers in arms. It was a glorious time for both of us.
We murdered so many people, Jude.
However, Noctigal's growing influence began to threaten the
Almost as
power
many
of
as
his
you
two
guys
elder
killed in the Mont
brothers.
Highlands.
The older princes ostracized Noctigal, even as they feared him.
I know what happened next. The sleepless night we all learned about in history class.
That
That
sounds
brief civil war
surprisingly
erupted when the late king passed
tame
away before naming a successor. The six
for something
ruling
that was
houses
probably
and the
very
lesser nobles
tumultuous.
split into two factions. It was the biggest political upheaval in modern Rashagal history. And it lasted until Noctigal slew his two older brothers with the help of the military.
Damn.
He was a war hero after all. For 2 days,
That's
the
a hell of
people
a thing to
rallied
have to do to
behind
take the
Noctigal and his
throne.
new regime.
Noctigal may have won the struggle, but he lost something dear to him.
His brothers or his
He lost
childlike
only ally
innocence,
in the
or maybe a
royal
little of
family,
both.
His beloved sister, Princess Carrie.
Oh.
It hit Noctigal hard. He was overcome with grief.
They didn't
Listen, as
teach
long
us
as he's
that
not
part.
trying to revive her or
He
something right now.
expanded his totalitarian control once he became king, and there was no one left to check his power.
And that's where you got a little disillusioned by his
Many
ideas.
pinned their hopes on me to act as a moderating influence on the king. I chose to leave the army instead.
Excuse me.
It has been a difficult decision to live with.
Yeah,
You shouldn't
I-
blame yourself.
would say that considering
It's not
everything
even
that's
really
happened
Noctigal's
since.
fault. His brothers caused all this.
I don't know if I'd blame just his brothers. I think everyone's at fault here,
agree.
Jude, in some small way.
Which is precisely why I failed to recognize when Noctigal began to stray from the just path. We turned our eyes away from our duty. He and I both. Despite knowing that doing so would cause many of our people to suffer.
Well, you guys are still
contrast,
alive. Not too late
The
to
King
fix
of
that.
Azul has never wavered from doing what must be done.
Has
You may be right.
he not, though?
Despite both being kings, Noctigal and Gaius definitely left different impressions on me.
The people
Yeah,
no
I
doubt
haven't
see
seen
King
Noctigal, so I
Gaius
can't
as a
tell you, but
superb ruler.
Gaius seemed a little...
Kind of reminded me of Mila, to be honest.
An astute observation. They do share two things in common. The will to do what must be done, and the conviction to do it for the sake of others.
I'm not seeing
Sounds like they go hand
that
in hand.
because,
Yes,
as I've
I
said
believe
already,
all
Gaius's
truly strong
Chimeriad
people
has a
possess
myriad
those two
of mental
virtues.
health issues, and he's not helping them with any of them.
Convictions
Does he
became
just not
warped,
consider
and I
them
lacked
to be
the will to
important?
stop him.
And if so, why are they still following him?
And I'm not saying you will. But if you decide not to fight Noctigal, I wouldn't blame you.
I mean, honestly, we might not have to fight him. If we can sneak into Fenmont unawares, we could just blow up the lance and move on with our lives without him even knowing. Like, why pick a fight like that if we don't have
Leaving
to?
me with my thoughts. I will make my decision before it is time for us to leave.
This is starting to feel like the on the eve of the final battle talks where everybody just has their last little, yes, here's my character development thus far, before you go off to confront the big bad. Did we learn enough about Gaius during that meeting to learn those two things without not paying attention? I think Rowan knew a little more about Gaius because he's been more privileged to all of the developments that have happened in Azul because he was a military tactician. I don't know how true that is, but he might have been more aware of what Gaius was like before that. I don't know that we learned it, and that might be why Jude was puzzled there, but, you know.
What's wrong?
Well, Jude, I still haven't dealt with all my trauma.
Well, hey, Elise. You seem glum.
Well, at least he's back to
how about finding
wahaying.
other people who can get close enough to call you Ellie.
You mean get closer to you and Mila?
Yeah.
And Drizel,
Tipo
since
should too.
she seems like she could do that for you.
Hey, it's not like I have lots of friends or anything.
Most of
But
them
I
probably
have
won't
enough
talk
to
to me
know they're
anymore
pretty
since I basically
priceless.
dropped out of
And
school.
the best part of friendship is sharing new experiences together.
Jude sure is a smarty pants.
I was going to say he's being corny, but, you know.
Well, I am an honor student. I just think it'd be nice if we all got to know each other better. Don't you think so?
Yes.
Probably be easier to do that once all this bullshit is over with, because then we'll actually have the time to tell stories around a campfire. Don't really have the time for that at the moment, because Mila keeps wanting to push this whole matter into existence. I forget where everybody is. I'm just going to look around. I think some of them are actually out in Sherrilton proper, so... we are going to find out. Well, here's Leia. You know, you could, like, sit on the steps instead of curling up in the fetal position.
Don't creep up on a girl like that.
You okay? You look down in the dumps.
You're not
shouldn't
even
push
sitting
yourself
on the
so
steps,
much.
right?
You weren't the healthiest kid, you know?
Do you have to keep reminding me? It's been ages since I've been sick.
I know, but I still can't help but worry.
I still appreciate it. But I'm worried too.
About what?
That do-gooder nature of yours. In case you've forgotten, it's what got us into this mess.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's
Maybe you
true,
shouldn't have
because
come in
Jude
the
couldn't
first
leave
place.
well enough alone.
I'm here for my own reasons, thank you.
Like what?
Then again, the alternative would have been him swimming, and
Those Spyrexes are
that's not a
trouble.
thing in this
I want
game,
to
so.
destroy them.
Because Mila said so?
That's part of it. But I've actually seen one before.
Seriously?
It was a really long time ago. I know how terrifying those things are. Why
Didn't
are
we
you
see
trying to
one when we
destroy the
helped Mila
Spyrexes in the
heal?
lands of Kresnik? Because Mila said so?
Like,
No,
am I missing
that's not
something?
why.
The Asperixis literally
If you
has the
need a
word
reason.
Spyrex in it. If it's not a Spyrex, what is it?
You don't have one?
I do. I just rather keep it to myself.
I want her to teach me about
Alright.
bazongas, Leia. Oh wait, we haven't had that
You
skit
know,
yet.
destroying the lands of Kresnik is the last thing on our to-do list.
Huh?
What are your plans afterward? Will you head back to Fenmon and finish becoming a doctor?
Do you think they'd really let me back in?
Will you come home to Larande?
Like, how would that even work if he's an international criminal now,
I haven't had
and
a
he's
chance
going to
decide
be in the
yet.
process of
One thing at a
regicide in a
time.
moment?
We just need to finish what we've started.
He's going to need to find a new medical school. How many of those could there possibly be in Rize Maxia, though? I'm about to say, too early, that hasn't happened yet.
You're
Yeah,
right.
we'll get there.
Let's finish this job together.
Sure was nice to crash land in the one friendly locale that we could. Yeah, that was very gracious of the Wyvern to do after we got blasted out of the sky by Hyper Beam.
I wonder what Mila's going to do when this is all over.
Probably return to the spirit world, because then her mission will be fulfilled, so, you know, what else would she do? Stick around to teach you about that thing we haven't done yet? I think I've had my fill of side quests after Shandu, actually. And besides, the last time we were looking at a side quest in this area, it was that random group of girls that were trying to induct Elise into a cult, so I don't think we're gonna do that this time. Here's Alvin. So we just need to find Mila after this.
All healed up?
Don't worry about
Continuing to be the
was my
aloof
slip
guy,
up.
or are you watching the Wyvern?
Yeah, but still.
it. Huh?
You having problems casting spirit arts lately? I failed like a million times by now.
Boy, I'm glad that isn't a mechanic in the game. Good lord, can you imagine that?
Even there to help us anymore.
Mila leaves your
Just like
party
back
and you
then.
just have a 50% chance
This
of
is the
failing
Lance
your
of Kresnik's
arts?
influence.
Hey, this guy's saying the spirits are disappearing, and it's the King of Rashagal's fault.
Alvin, really?
You shouldn't joke about such things. The spirits would never leave us.
Honestly, do you get a kick out of spreading tall tales?
They don't believe me.
Of course not. You can't just tell them something like that out of the blue.
Yeah. You need to actually
Guess I'm
get people
just
to
a
trust you
shady
first.
guy. The townspeople don't trust me, and neither do you.
Well, it's kind of hard to when you
That's not
literally betrayed us about an hour ago.
I save your life, and suddenly you trust me again?
true. You're still a big fat liar.
Mm.
But a trusting one. Throughout this whole trip, you've never doubted a thing I told you.
I guess
Even
that's
when I said
fair.
the spirits had disappeared, you believed me on the spot.
I mean, maybe he had evidence of that beforehand,
Because
though,
it's the
Jude.
truth.
He was working with
When
the
someone uses
Chimeriad.
a Spyrex, spirits die. It's cause and effect.
Yeah, but how many
What are you trying to
regular
say?
folks actually know what a
It's no skin
Spyrex
off my nose if
is?
spirits wink out of existence. But it's another story if the result is we humans suffer.
But spirits are living things too.
Listen to you. You're sounding more and more like the great Maxwell every day.
That wasn't the point. Don't make fun of me.
I'm not trying to. I just mean you've finally started talking like a bona fide grown-up.
Huh? Like Mila, huh? I wonder if I can protect humans and spirits too.
Was that not your mission, Jude? You just said you wanted to keep it to yourself with Leia. Were you lying and you really don't know what you're doing here? Like...
Times like this, I miss being a kid. Life was so simple.
For you, though, was it? Your mother was always sick and you were fighting with both of your hands at that point because you mentioned in a skit that you had to learn to fight with both hands, so... Was it for you? Maybe it is compared to now, but I don't know. Anyway, before we go see Mila, we're back in this section of town, so I was going to say let's go see the Jet Black Feathers guy, but he appears to have winked out of existence himself. What kind of urgent business? Oh, great. Well, I guess I'm not turning in the Jet Black Feathers then, because he's off doing random things on Kalmar Trail, so... Is that an actual part of this sub-event? I've never gotten this far in the sub-event to know how this goes. So... I don't know, maybe we'll go check it out. I was just looking for Mila, but she might not be here specifically. She might be somewhere else. So let's go keep looking. She might be at the inn as well, now that I think about it, because I didn't look in there. I mean, being an adult ain't all it's supposed to be. Yeah, well, you know, it's just one of those things. You gain more responsibilities, but you take it in stride, I guess. Here I am saying that, and it's like, in some cases it overwhelms me too. Any sign of Mila? Has anyone seen my spirit GF? Apparently not yet. Maybe she's over here by Alvin, or maybe I just missed her on the way past here. Okay, well, we don't want to go to the Talus High Road just yet. Because that will eventually take us to where we're going, but that would require us to go through Fort Gondala, so... Yeah, I don't remember where she is in town. So I guess I'll just keep looking. Or I can go to Kalmar Trail and see... Oh, there she is. See what's going on there. But maybe I should go there with my full party in case they want me to fight something. I'm actually curious at this point, though, because I've never gotten this far in the quest, so... Define take it in stride. I'm overwhelmed by responsibilities constantly. Most adults aren't all that responsible, after all. Yeah. Yeah, and that's understandable. I mean, it's like... there's no manual for it, you know, right? It's like parenting. There's no manual for it, so people do what they think is right, and they have to keep course correcting, but people get tired of course correcting all the time. So they stop and they start getting stuck in their ways, and, well, then you're screwed. I try to make sure that I'm course correcting if I need to. I'm not really concerned with the idea of course correction. It's like, okay, I change a little bit, no big deal.
Have you figured out your mission? What you must do?
I just want to help you out.
I see.
But
that seems like not a great mission for you, but...
You go to such lengths to protect humans. So it's only fair that I become strong enough to protect spirits, too.
You will strive to be our protector.
Well, it's a good start, I guess.
Bold statement.
A lot of responsibility, but it's one of those things that you'd want to delegate. But you're not an adult enough to know how to delegate things, right, Jude?
I never imagined one of you wanting to protect our kind, let alone making it his mission.
Really? What about Kresnik? Didn't he make a pact or something?
Now I really must destroy the Lance of Kresnik.
Wasn't that in the history books? Didn't we talk about that at the beginning of the game?
That reminds me. What are you planning on doing after you've destroyed the Lance?
Destroying the Lance and the Spyrex devices is merely one facet of my mission here. My whole reason for existing hasn't changed.
So you'll return to Nia Khera and live the way you did before?
Most likely.
Excuse me.
But
after all this excitement, you're going to go back to being monastic?
Danger?
Also likely.
And that would put the people of Nia Khera in danger. All the time.
Are you offering to stay with me?
That would be a lot of responsibility for a medical student.
Is that possible?
Not that you're going back to Fenmont, but...
If that's what you decide to do, then you should do it. I'll need to create some story to keep you by my side.
I don't think Ivor's gonna like this very much.
Thank you.
It's the least I can do. You're the reason I'm standing here right now, preparing to fulfill my mission.
Well, it's not
I'm the
just
one who should
Jude,
be
but,
thanking you.
you know, we can thank everybody else later.
Oh, no, you don't have to do that. We haven't even gotten to the real fight yet.
Good point.
Oh, just the pair I was looking for. Your wyverns have fully recovered.
Fantastic.
Let's return to the plaza.
So does that mean we all got enough rest? Because I've just been running around talking to people. Jude and Mila are back in the party, so that's fun. I guess we can go back to the plaza to get the rest of our party members, and then we can go see what's on Kalmar Trail before we take the wyverns to where we're going. If the game lets me do that. We'll see. Considering all the growth, how the fuck were Mila and the Four planning on destroying the lands back in the beginning of the game? I think she's roughly on par with her power back at the beginning of the game now. But I don't know. It seems like she wasn't prepared for the fact that it was able to absorb her mana. That might have been a new thing with the lance that the other Spyrex didn't do.
Going into battle with him?
He's just trying to help out his mom, right? I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff.
Plus, he has a really good tech that combines well with Splash and Negative Gate, because it hits like 20 times.
Alvin was the one who saved me from the bad guys.
Well, there you go.
What do you think?
We'll need to keep up our guard around him until he reveals his hand. He remains trustworthy in battle, at least.
No, it's not polite to talk about someone behind his back.
Glad you heard all that.
I don't care.
Tipo just is excited as he's talking to Mila. Alvin appears on screen. His enthusiasm gone. Staring at him like, oh god, here he is again.
Let's be off.
Please wait. Rowan, are you really gonna fight with your old buddy?
It is my fault that Noctigal became the man he is. I am prepared to fight him when the time comes.
You have our support.
Don't worry, I'll be right behind you.
You know, in the reserve party. Sorry, I had to.
Thank you, everyone.
I didn't have a choice.
Don't worry.
She made it so easy.
If you drop him, Grandpa.
Oh god.
Please do.
I would hate to have them get some dirt in the middle of
What,
them.
no pithy
It's very
retort?
hard to wash that
Guess
out.
that means we're all ready.
Let's make our final preparations before setting off.
Okay, so the whole party should be available now, I think. Yeah, because Drizel's just going to kind of be there. Like, okay, when you're ready, just let me know. All right, Drizel, you
Elise,
hang
what
out here.
happened? You're tottering all over the place. I was staring at the windmill, and now the world keeps spinning.
That's pretty good, actually. There was a skid. It'll probably pop up again in a second. There it is. A wyvern's diet. So we'll look at this. Not them. We'll look at this. Then we'll go to Kalmar Trail about this jet black feathers thing.
So much fun! The wyverns weren't as scary as I thought they'd be.
Really? Because you guys were screaming bloody murder while you were up there until you got above the clouds.
The traitor.
Oh, did I
God.
forget to mention wyverns only eat children? But they don't eat their flesh. They nibble away at their souls. So gently that the kids don't even notice.
How do you
While
keep
were
getting
enjoying
away with
soaring through
this
the
with
sky,
them?
Most of your soul could have been chewed away.
That's a lie. That's total nonsense.
Hmm.
I was right to be afraid.
They make it too easy.
You gotta watch, Alvin. One of these days, they're just never gonna trust you again. And then what will you do? You'll be down one friend. Do we Lilium Orb now? I think Rowan and all them are a little... Yeah, they're a little away from being the next level, so I think we Lilium Orb now. Is this going to be like Final Fantasy V, where Noctigal's played up to be the final boss like X-Death, and then we have another 10 to 15 hours of gameplay left? We will find out soon enough, because we should be in Fenmont by the end of today, so... Yeah, we'll know better after that, probably by next stream, or the stream after, depending on how long Fenmont takes us to get through. Didn't seem like a very large city when we were there before, but you never know. Might be. Oh look, there's a new Lilium Orb available. Press start to switch between the two. It's probably because we bought his capstone skill here, right? This one down here. Yeah, it's because we bought this one, I think. Once you get through half of Tier 8, I think the second one pops up from there. I would have figured it would have taken until you buy the entire tier, but I suppose it hasn't been that way for the rest of the orb, so like you only need to buy about half of it if you buy the capstone skill. Excuse me, the one that's usually got the secondary ring around it, that is. And then you can access the next tier, so, you know. Alright, we got access to Stamina 2 as well, so I'll probably equip that for Jude. We got Fire Guard, that's good, because we're going to need Fire Guard pretty soon. It's good that we're getting on a few people. I think by the time we need it, though, we should have it on at least a good chunk of our party. Probably not all of them, but most of them. Depends on how quickly Alvin, Rowan, and Mila end up getting their levels here. I think this might be Fire Guard for you. Yeah, okay, that's good. And there's your second orb. But as you can see, the second orb starts them out right down at the bottom of the orb with just a few tiers to it. So we should be able to access that pretty easily considering the fact we've been getting 5 GP per level. But before we do that, let's keep leveling this first one. Get all of that done, and once that's all done, then we can work on the second one. Okay, Rowan, we'll go this way. Like, X-Death isn't that hard until he hits half, and then he could just decide to do 2 actions back-to-back with no wait time, so it even feels like a final fight, and then the game just doesn't end, yeah. Yeah, it just keeps going. There's just, like, a whole nother section to it, although the next section you can speedrun if you just... I think if you do one of the... sections, like one of the sealed weapon runs, basically once you have one set of them, you don't need to get the other 3. You can get all 12 of them, but you don't need all 12 of them, if I remember correctly, so. What am I getting for you here, Elise? It's a capstone skill. Oh, Tipo Roar. Okay, good, because that's a skill that actually I wanted, because that would mean that you'd be able to actually function as a fighter a little bit better, because now I can use you for a martial art if the enemies are all over you. We didn't have a Meteoric Waltz equivalent for Elise before. And to be fair, that's not really a Meteoric Waltz equivalent, it's more of a Beast equivalent. It's like Jude's Beast. It's just... I don't think it knocks back as much, if I remember right, or maybe it just has less guard break. I forget. So, third world, best world. It does kind of give you a whole lot of like, okay, well now the focus, once you get the first section of sealed weapons done, it's basically player-driven focus. It's like, how much do you want to do before going to the final fight? So, I like that myself, but that's because I know how to make my own fun in a lot of games, so like I don't have to be given an objective all the time. I can kind of just do it myself. So, you know. Alright, so in a second, Leia will get her second orb unlocked. Yep, there we go. We get Rabid Lunge. Again, I kind of wish she got something better, but, you know. A lot of Leia's better techs, especially the one and only tech that I would consider to be worthwhile for her aerial game in this game, it's locked to her second orb, which is like, okay, come on now. I'm gonna need something to make sure she's viable, guys. Alright, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if we get to level 39, we'll be completely done with the first Lilium orb with everybody. And that's good, because that'll give us a whole bunch of good stuff that we'll need. And I think that might be feasible today, depending on where we land after all this is over with. But before we do that, let's save and then go see about this whole thing with the Jet Black Feather Trader. And then we'll go from there. The game suggests grabbing all 12, but nothing's stopping you from taking the airship into the rift at the first opportunity after the Pyramid of Moore, yeah. And especially because it's like, well, you know, you could get all 12 of the weapons, but you really only need them if you're going to play a lot of different classes. If you're not going to bother, then, you know, why grab all of them? Like in my case, it's always like, okay, well, I've basically got all the weapons that I care to get by the time I'm done with the first one, because basically it's like, okay, well, I'll grab this, and oh, okay, that's all I need. What in the high hell is this? Is this one of the funky monsters that's like... I'm just looking for the Jet Black Feather Trader, bro. I don't know what you're all about. I think there's, like, bigger monsters that spawn later in the game, but I could be missing something. This could just be, like, a normal enemy around here that I just never saw. We're gonna find out right now. If he kills me a whole bunch, I'll just run the hell away. No, it's just one of the regular guys around here. You know, Jude, I don't think I said beast for you either. I got all these capstone skills and I never set them for people, so let's do that now while I'm thinking about it. So let's grab that for you there and use it, because why the hell not? We do need to use it a total of 200 times with Jude, so, but it does a lot of damage, as you can see. It deals like 2,500 damage right now, so that's pretty good. I should give everybody the blue Sephira and spirit symbols back, though. Oh, you still have the blue Sephira. Okay, good. Spirit symbol. Honestly, I might leave the spirit symbols on Jude and Alvin, because, like, the emerald rings are okay, but I think just the regenerating TP, because it's 3% every couple of seconds, it might be better to just keep those on them for boss fights than the emerald rings. So, I don't know. Yeah, but that was just a regular enemy that I just didn't see the last time I was here, so I guess that helps with filling out the bestiary. So let's keep looking around Colmar Trail for whomever we're supposed to be here for. The jet black feather trader guy. Gotta be around here somewhere. Probably off in one of the corners somewhere. He's not right here, and that's Burmia Gorge, so we don't want to go all the way over there. Look, you've hit double max odds in a fair world and still don't have a Dragon's Whisker. You are suffering. Rare steel and rare drop tied to the rare mob that you get Mighty Guard from. I will scream. Yeah, it's not a whole lot of fun getting the Dragon's Whisker. It's definitely not a whole lot of fun. Oh, there he is, I think. I was gonna say, is this Darkwing? Or is it just someone posing as Darkwing? Well, that's good, because we won't leave you alive either. I wonder what level he's at. Because if he's like a really high level, this is gonna fucking suck. Hang on, I can check by doing this. Oh, they're good, they're level 60. Phenomenal. This is going to go terribly. Yeah, this is gonna go phenomenally. You know what I should do, though, actually? I can't escape from this fight, so I guess we're completely screwed on this for a little while. What was I gonna do? Okay, auto items is the first thing I want to check out. So now that we have Resurrection, let's stick this to 2 or more members are KO'd. I guess we'll turn these on as well, since they're, you know, kind of important. Swap this up here. Swap this up here. I don't know, I probably won't need the apple and orange gel ones anymore if I've got these like this, though. 40% seems like a lot, though. Let's set them to 20%, and then we'll turn these off for now, and I'll figure out what else I want to stick there instead. How can I do this without getting viciously murdered? I feel like I might be able to do it with Rowan and Elise, but I also am not sure about that. Well, I don't know, that's actually working okay. We got one of them, so...
No breaks?
And Elise is also kind of dead, so maybe I should use a lemon, or not a lemon gel, a life bottle on her, since we're not currently using them, so... here you go, Elise. Alright, now go heal yourself, for Christ's sake.
You owe me. Wake up already.
Thanks, that'll help a little bit. Yeah, let me get the hell out of here. Okay, well, he's almost dead. Yeah, we don't quite have all of Jude's combo yet, so I kind of just got to keep using Beast, Steel, Aqua Sweep, Steel. Alright, finish him off. Or not. Okay, we got him. Well, that was a pain in the nuts, but we got him anyway, so all good. Less fun trying to get the fucking rune blade from the same mob. A 3% steal versus 6% drop. Yes, so I have chosen death, and I could not escape from the fight, so I had to fight my way out of there. Thankfully, it was a little tough, but once we got rid of one of them, it was a lot easier, so... Oh, we got an herb out of it. Fun. That's real great.
There's always room for improvement.
They fix situations like this in Xillia too, though, because there are certain situations where you can fight battles earlier than you're supposed to, and they have conditional levels depending on when you fight them. There are minimum levels, but so you might not like quite get there. Like you might fight something at that's level 45 and you're still level 30, and that's its minimum level, but at the very least you'll have a fighting chance, you know, unlike here where you have to bullshit your way through. Oh, so that guy was the one that got all the feathers. Okay. So what made him decide to do his thing then? Oh, okay. They weren't your calling cards? Oh, fair enough. Because drawing him out by taking the feathers would have, okay, helped with that. Oh, by the way, I have some more. Here you go. I have like 100 more because I just keep finding these. Oh, that was how many. That's why that number was so specific. It's because that's how many his partner had before he turned traitor. Okay, fun. Oh, okay, well that sucks. But at the very least, instead of that, he'll give us the ultimate reward for this, besides the title that you get at like 1,000 feathers found. You get a title for doing that, but I'm just waiting for it to finish up and then he'll give us the reward. Well, if I keep finding them, that probably won't happen again. We get an Excel and 50,000 gold for finishing up this quest. We're also an invaluable ally, apparently. The Excel is like an Exceed, except I think it's a little bit better if I remember correctly. Let's go take a look. There it is. Yeah, it increases your AC by 2 points, so you'll have, in our case, 8 instead of just 6. Honestly, if this was Xillia 2, I'd be all over this shit, because getting extra AC in that game, where combos are the name of the game, that's awesome. But in this game, you know, 6 is pretty much as we usually need. Most things don't really live past 6 unless they're countering you, or they just have a massive HP pool. But, oh well. Let's see. I'll start with the fruit and cheese now that I've taken care of that. We'll stop at the inn, and we will take care of our last little bit of shopping there. And then we'll head off on the wyverns. I'm going to use a pineapple gel on Jude as well. He used quite a bit of his TP there, and I did not have the fruit and cheese on to restore him. So, yeah, I was thinking about it when I was talking about the wyverns just there. I was talking about how Ni no Kuni does that thing with fast travel where they restrict it. Well, you can travel somewhat quickly on the world map by foot after a while, but you don't really get to travel all over the continents until you get access to the dragon in that game. And I'm realizing as I'm talking about it, you know, I'm talking about Ni no Kuni. We were talking about Wild Arms 3 at one point back on the one video that Cefico put on the Discord server not long ago. These are all games that I haven't played in a while. I don't know if I have the time. Legends Arceus is the same thing. If you keep picking fights with alpha Pokemon like Callie, you found an alpha Heracross, it's like double the size of a normal one, it was level 45, your Pokemon are at around 30 at that point. Yeah, I could see that being a little troublesome then. Although, I think if I remember right, don't they give you some stuff to help with big battles like that? Like, maybe it's a special kind of Pokeball or something? I forget. It's been a while since I've seen any info on Legends Arceus, so... Should we expand the shops? I don't think we're at the point where we need to, actually. Excuse me. How much does that Lebavius ore give me here? Oh, good. 3,000 a pop. Not bad. When we can finally finish the Zagat Flood Meadow, that'll be really useful, especially when we get the ×3 multiplier, but we don't have that luxury just yet. Did you guys all level up to 37 from that? Yes, you did. Okay, well, let's fix your Lilium Orbs, too, before we move along here. And then I'll do the skill equipment, since I didn't do that before when we leveled them up, so. It knew double edge, and no, you have nothing. You're like double the level you're supposed to be. You just beat the first boss, who was level 18, and you were almost 26. Okay. So, maybe that's something that you'll get access to later. I forget. Like I said, I haven't seen any info from Legends Arceus in a while, so I don't know what... whether I'm imagining it and I'm thinking of something else, or if it's actually something that's in the game. I imagine it's not me imagining it, but my imagination has run wild before, so... Oh good, Rowan got Spirit too. That's nice. Mila should get that as well in just a second, once we finish this up. Oh, aerial jump. Okay, so now your second orb will be available because this is your capstone skill for this tier. So that's fun, even though we won't be going to that orb just yet. We'll come back to that one once we get your next two skills, which are Dark Guard and Temporary Stability. Okay, fair enough. Equip some skills. Stamina 2, because why not? I'll probably equip both of the 2s for Stamina, Stamina 2, Spirit, and Spirit 2 on everybody, because everybody gets access to them. It's just that the casters get access to Stamina 2 later, and the melee units get access to Stamina 2 a little bit later, so we'll work on that. I wonder if I should equip Experience Share on everybody, just in case I take Leia and Mila out of the party. So that way they're not too over the top in terms of their power. But then again, the party's kind of lopsided with its experience to begin with right now, because everybody needs different amounts for each level. So I guess it doesn't matter too much. Stamina 2, Fire Guard. We now have 60% resistance against 4 elements. That's very nice. I also might just equip Chivalry at one point as well. But I think Alvin has a decent chunk of SP that he requires for his skills, so it might not be worthwhile to do that. Like, he needs more than most of my characters, if I remember correctly. Oh, good, I still haven't gotten that other one for Rowan yet. Not Overclock, the opposite of that one. Conservation, I think it is, so... Do I have Heal Guard on? I didn't open my notes after I just said I should open my notes at the beginning of each stream last time. Let's see. Elise skills. That's Mila. Elise. I think I asked this question last time because I remember being like, no, I don't, really? Because I don't, so. Lilium Orb just keep expanding. I mean, your party has 2 each, and you didn't have to get them from elsewhere. I don't know. I thought there were 3 orbs because it shows there's 3 in the little thingy there when you're leveling it up next to, like, underneath their names, there's those 3 little orbs. And I thought, okay, that's each one of those is a Lilium Orb. But as far as I'm aware, there's only 2. Because you get to the top of the second one, and you basically, once you get to the top of the second one, you've reached level 99. So I don't know what that's supposed to signify. Oh, well. Fire Guard a go-go. And I think you're good otherwise. I still haven't tested this. I don't know if I'll get to test it in this game, but it'd be kind of funny if it was still in... I don't remember if that's in Xillia 2, so I'll have to see if it is, but it'd be kind of funny to just use it randomly and have it happen in Xillia 2. I think if I remember right, Confuse is harder to come by in Xillia 2 because I don't think light element skills can confuse enemies in that one. I think it does something else. Like, they changed a couple of the status ailments in Xillia 2. I think Burn got nerfed, if I remember correctly, because it was too OP in this game. We haven't really burned anybody yet, but maybe one day we will. I'm just waiting until Jude gets his... There are like 7,000 side quests here, aren't there? His next skill for his little combo, his little 4-hit combo that I'm going to use against the bosses, so... Have you finished everything you need to do? No, there are about 100 side quests still waiting for me to do them, but I don't care. Fuck it, we're leaving. Most of the side quests, if you do them, you get access to, like, accessories and stuff, so... Not accessories like the ones you equip. Attachments, I should say, rather, not
return home
actual
safely.
accessories. So.
For my brother as well.
You have my word, young madam.
I may have fought on the same battlefield as Noctigal, but he was always my lesser. Well, there we go again. We gonna get another anime cutscene for this, or are we just gonna touch down? Yeah, the world isn't in imminent peril right now. Not your style to do too many before that point. There you go. That's a good excuse. I mean, the Lance of Kresnik is pretty powerful, but they're not planning on using it yet. We're trying to preemptively blow it up before they actually use it, so... But why don't we follow that cave first, before we follow the road? The Barnauer High Road, that is. My god. The enemies have me surrounded. Is the Wyvern gonna be okay over here? Are you gonna be okay, baby? Parting with the Wyverns.
And the walking begins.
I'm sure you can see why it wouldn't be practical to ride the Wyverns into Fenmont.
I wouldn't want the babies getting smashed and blown out of the sky again, so...
And civilians would get dragged into it.
Almost like what happened in Charlton.
I guess that makes sense. But is it really okay to leave the Wyverns alone like that?
They shouldn't have anything to fear from the monsters.
Technically speaking, they're monsters themselves, but...
No. The Wyverns may look docile, but they can be quite tough when they need to be. Monsters aren't their friends. Monsters are their food.
Really?
But I thought monsters were friends, not food. Oh wait, that's fish. Never mind. Well, nice work then. I'm sure they'll be okay. No, I don't want to go to Charlton. I'd like to get what's inside this stash box, actually. There we go. Another bee's nest. Okay, fair enough. Where the hell... Oh, okay, Fort Gondal is over there. So let's head this way. And then start from scratch, basically, with this. Because I don't want to, like... run in the wrong direction and then have to come back, you know? So, let's start from over here. Do I save now, or do I wait to save? I just saved before we left, so I guess I'll wait to save for a little bit. Alright, let's go do what we usually do. We'll look for the caves. Probably kill most of the army on the way, but we'll wait to do that until I can link them all up, and I've gone into all the little nooks and crannies here. Excuse me. Speaking of which, here's the one I think I was talking about in the cutscene. An elixir. Alright, well... that's nice. I was going to say you can never have enough of those, but I usually don't end up using them. I suppose I probably should in this particular playthrough because, well, I think you can buy them later, so... Master Seamster. I wasn't sure what else that said.
Oh dear. Jude, your clothes are torn. Please, hold still for a moment. Be done in just
the fucking save sound effects making nostalgic for Tales of the Abyss 3D. Thanks. Yeah, there you go.
Nice job. Those are Jude's best clothes, you know. He spent days fretting over exactly what to get.
I know, he didn't even have these clothes until after I
like
cashed them in. Oh my god.
That's surprisingly adorable of you.
Go right ahead. Blab all my secrets.
Don't give her permission, Jude.
Please, take good care of them.
How did you get to be so good at sewing anyway?
I learned it when I was in the military.
That makes sense.
It was just so I could sew up the lips of any of my men who leaked vital information. After
and
that,
now it's a little scary.
Needlepoint as a hobby.
I know he's just messing with them, but...
Let's keep that a secret between us.
Guess that's one secret she won't spill.
Wah wah. You just have to give her a good enough reason not to spill it, right? Oh, good lord. Let me get everything up on top of the plateau first, actually, before we go down there. There might be another cave down there, so we'll see, though. Although I suppose there is a separate entrance to that section of the plateau, so I could always just go down there, like, by going around, you know. Actually, I'm trying to remember if Barnauer High Road is one of the cooler high roads in the game, because the climate changes as you move closer to Fenmont, because the Spirit Climb in Fenmont is nighttime all the time, so we might be getting some fancy evening hours going on here. It'd be cool if the transition happened, like, in the actual field, but I forget if that's how it works or if it's just kind of like, oh no, it just is like one screen it's daytime, one screen it's evening, one screen it's nighttime. I forget. I guess we're gonna find out.
It's so dark and cramped.
It's just like our room in Hamel.
She keeps trying to get me to go back there. I will go back there, but not yet. Rowan's fears. Excuse me, military lady. I have to talk about Rowan's fears first.
Things would be fine at the manor.
Yeah, Drissel really kept things together.
Oh, I knew Lady Drissel would do fine. I have great faith in her strength of spirit.
Then what were you so concerned about?
I couldn't stop worrying that I had forgotten to shut off my bedroom lamp.
You were that worried about a lamp?
What if I had
It
caught
burns
the fire?
extra
I
electricity.
couldn't get the thought out of my mind.
I can relate to that. Once the worry sets in, it never leaves. Ever since I left home, I've been wondering if I remembered to close the lid on my bottle of dried gels.
I
You
certainly
keep
hope you
dried
did.
gels, but you don't know
Dried
what they
gels swell
are?
up and burst if they absorb too much moisture.
Maybe I should send a letter home and ask Dad to check.
Oh
We're
my
on our way
god.
to the fight with a king, and this is what keeps you up at night?
Well, of course, it wouldn't be comedic if it didn't. Alright, so who can I encounter link this lady with? I guess this guy. Alright, come along, you two. Stack up. Am I playing as Jude right now, or... I forget who I... Yeah, I'm playing as Jude right now. I guess I could play as him for a little while. Why the hell not? Might as well do some aqua sweeping while I'm at it. Get me away from that, actually. Maybe I should, hit this guy while I'm at it.
Don't worry.
Well, that doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot, so... It's cool, they've both got an exclusive art with each other. So we've got Force Wave when I'm playing as Alvin, and then we've got, whatchamacallit with Jude. Sharp Current with Jude, that's what I meant to say. Let's get the hell over there, actually, Alvin, before they get any bad ideas happening. You might link a demonic gas, never mind.
And that's a wrap.
I should, however, probably check and see how everybody else is doing on their arts, just like... Because we still have to work on Elise's arts. We haven't really had her being used in battle yet, so once we work on those, we'll be good. Tipo Roar might actually give me an excuse to use Elise in battle now, to be honest, but we'll see. Honestly, Alvin's doing pretty good. Guardian Field still needs 195 uses, and we still need to get these above 200. But once he's done that, I think he's done, actually. Let me see. Like, in terms of the extra effects. Yeah, that's it for Alvin. It's just Guardian Field and then the other two, Punishing Shot and Terror Rupture. So that's good for him. Jude... I think Swallow Dance gets an extra hit after 200 uses. I'm not super worried about it, but since we're linked with Alvin, we can use it. Beast is... we get that above 200 uses, that'd be great. And Healer, we still need to get that above 400. That's going to be a game-wide thing to do, I think. It's going to take a little while, but basically for Jude right now, all we're working on is Beast and Healer, with Swallow Dance kind of being a distant thing. So... Rowan is still doing okay on his Meteoric Waltzes. He just needs to get that above 400. And Elise is probably the one that's the most behind out of all of these, because this isn't even at 100 yet, so maybe it'd be worth it to play as her for a little bit. Oh, let me think about it. Thing's probably worth so fucking much. Oh, the Tales of the Abyss 3D cartridges? Yeah, never available digitally, and Nintendo has definitely stopped supporting the 3DS family. Oh, for sure. You're never going to find one of those for anything less than probably $100 at this point. Maybe even more so. Beast and all of its variants have still got to be your favorite. Like one that never comes back, Beast Swallow Kick. Yeah, the, was that a Link art, I think? In, not a Link art, but like a... whatever the Symphonia equivalent of a Link art was. That. That thing. Alright, we're going to play as Elise now for the first time, because why the hell not, right? I just need to figure out how I'm going to do her arts up here, because I didn't really think about that one before doing this. What have I got here? So Pixie Circle and Recover here. I'll probably stick Healing Circle here instead and Dispel here. Negative Gate. Where do I want Negative Gate? I definitely want to stick Splash with Rowan here. Yeah, we'll stick Splash with Rowan here. We'll stick Squall Shot with Alvin here. Just so that I can have them spam it, you know. I guess her arts could go over here, because this is basically the way that I'm going to do it is there's an arcane art that you can use to access the character's mystic arts later in the game, and we'll talk about those when we get them, but I'm going to put all of them right on this button here. So since that's a spell for Elise, it might be better to have her stick her spells over here. Her non-healing spells, that is. And I guess for now that's just negative gate, so yeah, let's just do it that way. Okay, I think we're all good. Jude is currently suffering because of the fact that he doesn't have the spirit symbol equipped. But I'm, you know, maybe I have enough money at this point. Maybe I can unequip the blue Sephira. Nah, it's fine. It was a combination art that the original protagonist, Cress, had. Use Swallow Kick and Beast enough, and you unlock Beast Swallow Kick to freely use. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, see, I wasn't aware of that. I didn't play Fantasia. That's cool to know, though. Alright, so let's get these people. The plan of action now, since I kind of mentioned it, but I'll mention it again, is we're going to clear the upper part of the plateau here, and then we'll come back around to the bottom section of the plateau once we go through that part of the area, because there should be another way in from somewhere else. So, can I get all three of you into a fight? Like, how far out do you come if I do this? Okay. Oh, good. 4. Can I get 4 of them into a fight? Well, that'll get 2 of them into a fight anyway, so. Okay, how the hell do I play as Elise?
Got it. Squall shot. No break.
It's not working?
Well, that's not so good. Oh yeah, I don't have access to that with without Jude. But, you know, that works okay, actually. I'm so used to being able to move that around because I'm so used to using it as Rowan, but I just can't do it for now. Oh good, you're right in front of me, so I can keep Tipo roaring. This is just turning into a complete cacophony, isn't it? I should probably also heal, now that I think about it. Jude's kind of healing at the moment, but I should probably heal a little bit. I am the healer now, so, you know. Oh, okay, I need to keep it near me for it to work with Rowan. Rowan, don't run away from it. I need your help. Yeah, I'll take that. That's fine.
Time to go to work.
So can I not, like... Okay, so you have to do the Tipo Roar after a left to right swing. Because if you do it from a right to left swing, it doesn't seem like she can hit it as well. I'll keep that in mind. Didn't play Fantasia, but we have to learn what Lloyd named the new tree. Yeah, I didn't play it, unfortunately. I sort of just knew what he named the new tree, honestly, once I... Like, it was pretty obvious, even to me in 2009, what the name was. But, yeah. I mean, you know.
Come on, why so many? We can still do this.
Hold on. Can I not target negative gauge? Is it just around the enemy that I use it on? I guess so. Okay, so Pow Pow Waltz is a light art. That's also good to know.
Stay on guard.
Because the enemies around here don't seem to like light all that much. So.
Stay on guard.
Now I could link with Jude and do Tipo Unleashed as well, actually. Or Tipo Enraged, rather. That's a Beast and Tipo Roar combination, so... I just don't have a wake-up with Elise yet. Once I do, it'll be pretty great, but... Until then, we're kind of screwed. And also, she's very slow, so... At least for now, anyway. Yeah, get over here, you two, because you can wake enemies up a little bit better than I can.
And that's a wrap.
Not even relying on my healing at all. I'm just like, you know, I was going to heal at the end there, but I was like, well, fruit and cheese will probably help me. Also, Fantasia's just fun to use. Everyone is literally just in an archetype, so everyone has their own unique purpose. Okay. Well, that seems like a good thing, then. Because kind of like later on in the Tales series, at least in the earlier Tales games, like, I don't know about the ones that were more... that weren't like the mainline ones. Like Symphonia and Abyss I know a little bit more about, and I guess Vesperia. But like, you got to Symphonia and there was a little bit of overlap with some of the characters, and then by the time you got to Abyss, everybody basically just played like Kratos and Zelos from Symphonia. So they all had their uses, but a large majority of them had access to the same sort of stuff that Kratos and Zelos did, so. In this game, they're a little bit more unique, and I think in Vesperia they also were a little more unique as well, so. I forget, though. Might as well do it while they're all together, right? Sorry, I'm learning a little bit, so I'm a little less inclined to talk as much. Oh, they used it. I'm like, why am I not getting access to my attack here? It's because they used the link art, so... I think we're almost to 100 uses on Powhammer now, though. I'll know better because it'll start stunning way more once I get there. So. There we go. That was a good combination.
The link of 3 generations?
Whoa, whoa, hey, I'm not that old.
I was also wondering why Jude and Alvin had so much extra HP, and it's because of Stamina 2. That's why, so... Tales of Phantasia also has Suzu, who is optional, so have fun with that. Oh boy. An optional character. I'm sure that'll be fun. I wonder if there's an unlock condition. Oh boy. You two probably can't link up with this guy over here, can you? Let's see. Come here, little scorpion. Big scorpion, gigantic scorpion. Far larger than the human body is prepared for. Okay, we can probably link all 3 of them, considering they're all together like this. I just wasn't sure about one of them here. Okay, wait for it and then go. Okay. I'm not sure, actually, if that's going to work out, but...
Ready when you are.
Oh, here comes the axe beak. Get that shit out of here. Oh, I'm not linking throwing. Do it again. Beat them up. Do another one. Hey guys, whenever you're ready to help me out with this. Because I kind of can't Mirage Assault out of this. I'm gonna heal after this, I think. Keep me safe, everybody, because I can't free run out of this section either. Okay, well. There we go. Now we're out. Sweet. And I'll still get healed from that. It doesn't have a lot of AoE on it, but I guess it's a little bit. I'm gonna run the hell away from this. This is way too much going on here.
Really good job,
Okay.
Tipo.
We kind of got them all stuck together, so that should work a little bit nicely. Oh, I didn't eat. Gotta eat something. Think there was a quest link to getting Suzu? Don't remember. You played the best/worst port, the GBA version, and you had a guide at your beck and call. Okay, fair enough, yeah. So. Something I'd have to look into, I guess, but that's okay. Oh, I can't heal if I do it this way. I have to go like this, then go like this, and then go like that. Okay, there we go. I don't know, it feels like... I mean, I understand why it's like this, but it's because of the fact... Okay, we did get it over 100 uses, so now it has extra stunning effect. But Elise's kit feels a little bit less full compared to everybody else's. But, I mean, it's because she has 2 arts and 1 spell compared to everybody else who has, like, a 6 billion things going on for them right now. So, yeah, door's stuck! Door's stuck! Hello, Cole. How you doing? We're on Barnauer High Road. I'm just linking everything together and also blowing things up with negative gate, so... and splash and all that stuff, so, you know, why not? Oh, I can move it. Okay. I just have to, like, you know... Okay, Jude, can I link with you real quick on this? Because I need to... I just missed that, but that's okay. Thanks, Jude. I'm just gonna wait for him to. Okay, never mind, he's not gonna do it. So. Okay. I was kind of hoping there wouldn't be that much ending lag on that, but you know. Also, I was gonna say maybe I should run away and actually heal people here. Okay, everybody get in the circle. Because that will heal way more than we're taking from the enemy hits, so... I suppose I do still have to hit the POW hammer in order for it to stun people, that's going on. Oh yeah, I can't pixie heal anymore, because I don't have pixie circle set. So. Maybe I should have done that with Rowan in the circle itself. Oh well. Thank you.
I'm ready. That was really close. I'm ready for bed.
I think we should talk to Rowan about being ready for bed. Look at his HP totals. It's because I didn't eat again. Moon Tipo. Yeah, there you go. It's okay, I can just healing circle the hell out of people. I think I'm gonna switch. Now that I got POW Hammer above 100 uses, I think I'm gonna switch back. It's fine. I'll switch back to... do I want to play as Rowan, or do I want to play as... Because I could use Shimmering Toll and Negative Gate pretty effectively as Rowan, and I need to get used to using Shimmering Toll again because, well, we just added it to my list of arts, and since I'm not used to it being there, you know. Look, you vaguely remember the community meme of people saying Tales of Phantasia is the best port, but it is awful. There are races with some kid you can do, and if you fail, if you run outside the bounds of the narrow as fuck track, but in the GBA version there's a glitch where you can literally freeze the kid in place indefinitely. Meaning you can just finish each race however you want to. Yeah, there you go. Elise does have 2 modes for Tipo. I have a skill set on her that lists Tipo as on all the time. If I had him listed as off, her martial arts would be more powerful, but as far as I know, they still have ending lag on them. I could be wrong about that, though. But it might be worth experimenting a little bit and setting them up that way. I was planning more on using her for spell spam anyway, and by that I mean mostly negative gates, so, you know. What am I doing exactly? I'm on the way to committing regicide in Fenmont, yes. We are getting ready to go to Fenmont to destroy the Lance of Kresnik. And Barnauer High Road is the last port of call before we get there. So that's what we're doing. I don't know if I can link all 3 of these guys together. They might be too far away, but I'll try. Come here, Axebeak. And your friend, too, while we're at it. Maybe they can get all together. I don't know if this is close enough together. Well, we're going to find out right now, because here we go. Oh, I didn't set Squall Shot on Rowan's list of arts yet either. I'm just completely unprepared today. That's okay. Alright, Squall Shot, there we go. Oh, he can actually use Squall Shot as a, whatchamacallit? As an actual, art that goes with Rowan. That's cool.
You owe me.
Meteoric wall. Got it. All right. You ready?
See if we can catch this guy as well. Nope. Okay. Well, these guys don't like fire too much, so I'll keep that in mind.
Are you ready?
What is his Squall Shot with Rowan? I should check his list of linked arts since Rowan is currently linked with Alvin. So.
I feel much stronger. You're really coming into your own.
Wait, there was Kresnik stuff in this game? Yeah, just the Lance of Kresnik, although they mentioned the Kresnik line in this game as well as one of the first travelers in Rize Maxia, so that also exists in this game. There's a little bit of Kresnik lore in this one. It's a little more prevalent in the second one. So, I was going to look at linked arts between you two. Severed Fate and Squall Shot. So we're not going to get Fatal Circle unless I'm using Alvin and Rowan together. I can access Hellpire with you two, though, so I guess it's kind of like Jude and Alvin, where each of you will have an exclusive art between each other, so. Yeah, only a little bit of Kresnik lore, yeah, there you go. Yeah, so it's like I said, basically the closer you get to Fenmont, the closer to nighttime it's going to get to. There's quite a few screens, though, between here and Fenmont, because there's this screen, one more that way, and then one screen in between here and the bottom section there. Okay, well, I guess we know what we'll be doing for the rest of the stream. That's fine. I don't know if it'll be the rest of the stream, but it'll be a good chunk of it. Even though I'm ahead of myself on experience for now. Alright, but same as usual. At least this screen is a little bit smaller. Oh, good, a fruit salad. We'll look for the caves, so that way the enemies don't respawn, and then we'll link the enemies up once I found all of them. Yeah, said it before you could type it. There you go. Oh, blue lavender. That's nice. You know, I didn't really turn in the other 100 and something jet black feathers that we got for any of the items that he has available from his shop while I was in Charlton, did I? Oh well. We can always go back on the wyverns, but I'd rather not at this point. I'll just go turn them in the next time we're in Charlton. Excuse me. No, that's not a... That's a dead end, Jude. Let's not go that way before the enemy gets us stuck. Here's a cave, so we'll go in here first. I'm gonna get a clementine, trying to eat more fruit, really just trying to eat healthier. Yeah, that will be a good way of doing it. Oh, magic emblem. That'll sell for something. Yeah, that'll be a good way of doing it. Citrus fruits are good in terms of vitamin C. They will keep you healthy. I learned something about vitamin C relatively recently. It turns out it's actually good for mucus, because if you get mucus in your throat and your mucus is thin, you can take some vitamin C or eat something that has a high vitamin C count, and the mucus will thicken up, so it will be, this is a little gross, but easier to get rid of. So there you go, the more you know.
No breaks.
Meteoric one.
Just double up on that, there we go.
Are you ready?
I was going to use Hellpire, ladies, but sure. Okay. I guess I'll back up first and do this. And then keep going.
Stay on guard.
No breaks.
How about this? Look out!
Wait for it. There it goes. Perfect. It's too bad I couldn't quite hit the lady directly in front of me there, but that's fine. We'll get her. Like now.
We never miss.
That did 5,000 damage. That is a lot of damage, Rowan. Good job with the fireball. Like, that's the thing about arts in this game, though, is that, like, you don't really have to train the spirit arts like you do the martial arts. The martial arts, in order to get them as strong as they can possibly be, you have to get a lot of unique effects. With spirit arts, like, you know, the ones that you cast, they're basically good to go right from the start, which, I don't know, it just makes them feel stronger to me.
Are you ready?
So, maybe that's just me.
Elevate underworld. Ring true. Simmering. Are you ready for the key to victory? Good job, Elise. Meteoric wall.
So you are not weak to light, so let's just use the regular arts on you. You, however, are weak to light, so let's do that to you.
Are you ready? Light is the key to victory.
Oh, that's why it's not ringing more. It's because I'm moving the control stick in the wrong direction.
Are you ready?
I think that guy might be confused, actually.
Ring true. Simmering. Are you ready? Here we go. Are you ready? Victory. Well done, everyone.
I love playing as Rowan in this game. He's just so... It's just so silly, just spamming arts. It just feels so weird because I'm so much more used to Xillia 2, where that's... It's still good in Xillia 2, it's just that everything else has caught up to it in terms of how good it is, so you don't do it as much. But in this game, no, it's very good, so... I guess I'll just Fireball since they're going to do all the... whatchamacallit. All the extra AoE stuff. I've been paralyzed. That's not good. Jude, okay, he gave us a recovery ring, and I stood away from that. Thanks, Elise.
Here we go.
I'll help you if you fall.
I'm gonna Arrivederci. Never mind. I'm gonna say Arrivederci preemptively because I can see him getting ready to do it. But oh well, it's fine. I forgot I could move that. So until like almost right at the end, and then I remembered.
So this is experience.
Setting a goal for weight loss, and you have until your birthday next year to try and hit it. So you have 15-ish months to drop out 160 pounds. Good luck with that. Hopefully it goes well for you. It's a mindset thing. So as long as you're in the correct mindset to kind of be like, no, I have to keep at this goal. I have to continue to, you know, figure out where I can lose weight, where I can change my diet up so that I can keep that off. Like, obviously drink a lot of water so that way you can regularly filter out any of the excess stuff that you might eat or drink. So there you go. Oh fuck, I need to take my vitamins. Yeah, there you go. You know, one combo, the classic Pale Ghost from the Stratosphere combo. Yeah, we'll work on that combo a little bit. I should probably send you, Cole, the Gaia solo that I just saw that was recently uploaded on YouTube, so you have something to watch on the way to Xillia 2, actually. So you have something that you can, you know, look at on the way there. Well, I'll think about sending it later. I was going to say, did I miss a treasure? I did, it's over here. Because there's a couple of people that are still doing solos of Xillia 1 and 2 on YouTube for whatever reason. There's this very small number of dedicated individuals who are still playing Xillia 1 and 2, so... Let's grab this guy, actually. I don't think that's actually going to work out too well. Go ahead and do one of those. Back up, do another one. That's not going to work either. I moved it, and I should not have moved it because it would have worked a lot better if I didn't move it.
Check you out.
Let's end this.
Let's go!
Okay, got a couple of them. That's good.
Here we go.
Blaze forth. Fireball. Are you ready?
I can't believe how much damage the fireballs do. Like, I know he's not a physical person, but when you compare Rowan's physical attacks, where he's doing 150, maybe 200 damage at the most to the enemies, and then he uses a fireball, which is like the most basic of basic arts in any Tales game, and it deals thousands of damage. It's like, okay, Jesus Christ, Rowan. Stretch break. Yes, I will do that in just a moment. Let me just smack these guys up first. Blast right through a whole bunch of them with the their wind lance. Oh, okay. I mean, if you don't want to stand directly there, I didn't even hit that guy. And then I walked directly towards him, so. Thanks, Jude. I love how he uses the lemon gel and it does precisely nothing to him. Get confused, big guy. Ah, there we go. And now we watch them fight. Or they could do it instead. I might still hit him and get him confused in the process, too. But yeah, basically, confuse is a really nice status ailment in this game because when you confuse enemies, they'll do what you would expect them to do. They'll fight each other. And if enemies are linked up, like in the case of the Wingull Impressive fight, where I really should have been using Shimmering Toll more, they will both get confused if one of them gets confused, and then they will fight each other. It's a lot of good, unclean fun. It is definitely a dirty, dirty trick that Rowan probably used on the battlefield more than once. Get them all stuck. Good. I'm just going to cast directly in his face, Alvin. I hope you don't mind. Listen, if you guys want to keep coming at me, I'll let you, but it's not going to work out for you. I don't know what else I've got with Rowan, so I guess I'll just keep doing the same thing. If I can even do it before the end of the thing here. Okay, there we go. Oh, he ran me over. That's unfortunate. I was hoping that I'd get that off before he ran me over, but, you know, it doesn't always happen.
Tipo, are you okay? Yep, I'm all okay.
Still getting a good chunk of items as well. You will be if you can find a place that isn't super fucking expensive. Yeah, and getting into it, I don't know if you're talking about like a gym membership or like a diet, not a diet program, but a place that has good food. I'm taking my stretch break now for that sort of a thing, but they can be a little on the expensive side, both of them. So, Mad Lads, why the hell did they name him Wingull? You could not have picked a worse name. He is not weak to electricity, unfortunately, in this game, because electricity is both fire and wind in this game for whatever reason, so he's weak to earth. You know, the exact opposite thing of what a Wingull is weak to normally. Can I not get up on this part here? Is there not a vine? There's no vine. How the hell do I get there, then? I guess I go down and then I come around. Alright, well, we'll go back and then we'll come around. Here I was thinking, oh no, they'll all just be interconnected, but that is not true. So we're going to backtrack. We might still be able to finish with Barnauer High Road and get a boss fight in by the end of the day, because I think once you get into Fenmont, it's just like back-to-back crazy action stuff, but we'll see. If we don't, we don't. I'm not really too concerned about it. We're moving at a decent clip to begin with, so... Like I said, I think we'll be done with this game in approximately between 20 and 22 streams. So that's a good clip, I think. I mean, it's not a golden clip, but how many people are actually going to know what I mean by that? Oh, there's another mysterious jewel. We're like halfway there now, I think. So that's cool. Some apple gels. I don't know why those are here all the way in this part of the game, but sure, I'll take them. I didn't have a full clip of them anyway, so. Loot Liege. I have become the loot, not master, but we're getting close to that. Can I link all three of you together so I don't have to, like, single one of you out? Probably. That should be close enough, I think. I guess we'll see in a second.
Why do they even bother?
That is a good question, and I don't know if we'll get the answer directly from them, because they sure as hell aren't going to tell us. Maybe I should equip the Mystic Emblem to cast a little faster when it comes to this stuff. Maybe not. Thanks for just letting me stand next to you there, dude. Thanks for exclusively worrying about Alvin instead of me. That's real nice of you. Elise, are you okay over there? Good lord, I just looked at your HP bar. What the hell happened? Okay, there's about 1 billion enemies behind me all of a sudden. I don't know how they got there, but I'm gonna get the hell out of here.
Are you ready?
Time to go to work.
But of course.
Yeah, I was gonna say, maybe not when he's that close. I didn't realize how close he actually was. There.
Blaze forth. I'll handle it. Are you ready? Galloping on the wind. Ring true.
Okay, got those guys. Now for the next ones. You know, that's the reason why this is taking so long. I forgot. I'm like, well, I didn't forget that I'm like, oh yeah, I did a triple link dart, but I don't know. I was just like, all of a sudden I'm thinking, wait a minute, no, this feels like it's taking longer than it should. Oh yeah, because I did a triple link.
All right, not bad.
I'm just not used to it, I guess. That's what it is. It's less of a... Oh, it was only a 2 link? No, it had to have been a 3. That guy just... No, there was 4 enemies down here. He just must have spawned in because he despawned for some reason when I went in the cave and came back. I don't freaking know, man. Okay, so that's how we'll get up to that plateau, but then there's another section there, which might lead to there. Okay. I'm a little confused about the layout of this place, but sure, you know, whatever. I'm talking about an apartment. Oh, okay. This place feels like it charges because we're within arm's reach of a ton of commodities. The apartment's okay at best, not worth what it costs to live here. Found 2-bedroom apartments that are cheaper than this 1-bedroom apartment for context. Yeah, and that's not a good sign. Everything you can do to save money will help with eating better, and that's also true. So hopefully you'll find a place that's halfway decent. From my understanding... Oh, I didn't give him all those feathers. They're still in my inventory. Alright, fair enough. From my understanding, a lot of apartments, 1-bedroom apartments now, are a lot harder to come by. I've looked for some myself not too long ago, for a couple of months, just to see. No, devil wings. And I couldn't find any in my area. Pretty much all of them were. There were like a very small number of 2-bedroom ones, and then most of them were like 3-bedroom ones. And it's like, if you're gonna have a 3-bedroom apartment, I don't know, I feel like at that point you might as well just get a house or something. I know that's easier said than done, but like, I don't know. I'm gonna link these 3 together actually, because they're all together like this. And I don't think there's a cave down on the bottom here, so... Prepare yourself for the conductor! Oh, I moved that and it still managed to hit a whole bunch of enemies. Good.
Alright, you ready?
Hit all the guys behind you. You're resistant to this, but hey, do it anyway. Why not? It might confuse him, so that's good. Just use a few more of those.
Are you ready?
Time to go to work.
But of course.
Got it.
Okay, stand in the circle because why the hell not? Temporal needles. I don't think I like that.
I'll handle it. No breaks?
Okay. Oh look, the frames got better. Must be getting close to the end of this fight then.
Victory.
Yep,
Well
there you go.
done, everyone.
Was that worth the triple link for only 960 experience?
There's
Maybe.
always room
Maybe
for
not.
improvement.
We got a level up out of it, so that's the important part. Also, you need to get Metroid to stop being afraid to cook. Cannot do all the cooking, cleaning, washing all the clothes, etc., but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, It's really a lot better when you can kind of like delegate those responsibilities between the two of you, and like, you know, one person does them one day, one person does them the next. It just makes it easier, so hopefully you two can hash that out. Because it does make things a lot simpler. I think I'll just double link these two together. Wait till they... I was gonna say, till they stop playing footsies, but that didn't really happen, so... let me hit this guy in the middle here. Hold on, backing up. There we go. Put these two up. I was gonna say, maybe they can lemon gel me since they're confused, but that didn't really happen now, did it? Let's see. Oh, okay. So maybe I can get the fireballs to hit this guy, but I can hit him with this at the very least. Alvin, watch out. I'm trying to get away from this guy. Not really working, though. One more time. They're just too fast. They make it too hard to get away. Thank you for getting the guy behind me, though, Alvin. That's really nice of you.
I'll help you if you fall.
Oh good, the dog's getting into the pool outside. I can hear her in the background.
Time to go to work. But of course. Are you ready? Let's end this.
You know, in the cases with Rowan with his art tuning, sometimes there's a skill that you can get later that lets you activate the link arts as he's casting the spell. Might make it a little bit easier with
You get along so well.
with him doing link arts with Alvin and stuff, because then you don't have to wait out the whole art tuning phase for them to be able to use it. So, oh well. How are we doing on levels anyway? Okay, so we're all at 38, so we'll all be done with the orb very soon. So that's good. We got 2 more encounters down here, if we double link them. Oh, she wasn't done. Okay, that's fine. She's really angry at that pool outside. Again, look at all the goddamn numbers. We already had a video of that. We can't do that again. We already had a highlight. Oh, you're resistant to this. I'm gonna stop then, since you're resistant to this. Maybe hit a couple of these guys over here with this. Those up. There you go, Elise. Keep that Tipo roar up. Beat the hell out of them. But yeah, so what happens with the dog outside, I guess I could mention it since probably y'all heard her barking out there, is she has this, we have this little kiddie pool for the yard, and we just fill it up with just a little bit of water, just enough for her to kind of splash around in. She's a freaking water horse, dude. Like, she'll see the water moving, and she won't understand why it's moving. So she'll get, like, she'll start to try to catch it, right? And so then she's trying to catch it, and she can't catch it, so she'll get frustrated at the fact that she can't catch it. And so she'll start yapping at it like it's going to stop or something for her. It's pretty funny, actually. I probably shouldn't laugh at it because it's, I don't know, it's probably highly frustrating for her, but I don't know, to me it's kind of funny. Well, you know, I guess Alvin isn't really doing a whole lot when he's linked up to Rowan over here, is it? So let's switch up, shall we? Thanks, Elise. That'll help a little bit. Yeah, Alvin's doing a little more now. I was wondering why the battles were taking longer. It's because Alvin's wasn't off in melee range with Jude. So. Getting the little titles that you get for, or the little trophy things where you get the hearts between the characters would be nice, but if it's less effective in battle, I'm inclined not to do it. So, now we should be moving and grooving here. Rowan, how are you doing on Meteoric Waltz, actually? Because once you get that there, I might slow up on that. 321, okay, doing pretty good. And, you know, actually, I think I am going to slow up on that with Rowan, and we'll go back to Jude or Alvin? How about Alvin, just because we know Jude will be in the party, so I'm not really as concerned about Jude, but we never know when Alvin's going to decide to jump ship, so let's get his arts all set so that he's good to go, and then we'll go from there. Oh, there's a cave up here. Let me go, okay, I was going to say, let me go hit that up, but since these guys won't play, I guess we'll play. I guess we'll play by continuing to use Force Wave again. I love how I said I was going to do like Punishing Shot and Terror Rupture and all that, but then I just start pulse shotting again. Sorry, it's just such a force of habit with Alvin. It's just one of his best arts, so I just end up using it a lot. I don't know. It's just silly to me. The damage he can do with it. The spread. I mean, it's literally called Wide Shot in Japanese, if I recall correctly, and that is just about the most apt name I can think of for it. So, is it Wide Shot or Wide Bullet, actually? A lot of his stuff is like something bullet in Japanese. Some of the people that do all the speedrunning that I was talking, not speedrunning, but solo runs of Xillia 1 and 2 have played Alvin solos as well, so it's something I have a little bit of knowledge of just by proxy of picking it up from hearing them having the Japanese dub on. So, okay, that should be a triple link. Very good. Keep linking up. Do this up so we can confuse the hell out of a whole bunch of people. Back up. I guess I'll Demon Fang in this case because I didn't hold the button long enough for Pulse Shot. That's my bad. Okay, keep going so I can Terror Rupture the things that are in front of me. And he's still using Shimmering Toll in the background, so that's good.
I'll heal you.
Let's do this.
Guard this. Okay.
Please provide support.
Just gonna do this again. Fall back on old habits. Oh good, we caught that third lady who just decided to run in because she desperately wanted to blast Rowan in the face.
Man, are we good or what?
Very nice.
Yeah. Ouch, the cold shoulder.
I think my fruit and cheese ran out again. It did, okay. It's because I ate the small one, right? Yeah, okay. It's okay, we've still got a large one, and we've still got the croquette parfait, so we've got plenty of food. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with this guy now, though, now that I triple linked those guys up. I guess I'll just leave them, it's fine. Alright, so this leads to where exactly? Okay, this leads to this little plateau, so we'll go check out what's here. Then we'll fight the enemies up here, go back down that way, and go that way. See where that leads us. Hopefully it'll link up to there, so then I can just clear that screen out, and we'll be in Fenmont. Systematically approach these things, you know? And get 1,500 gold for my trouble. Not that I really need it that badly, because we're still doing pretty great on that, aren't we? Yeah, we're over 200,000 gold now, so we should be in good shape for a little while. Does Jude still have the blue Sephira? Yeah, okay, I haven't even needed to bother with getting him a spirit symbol as a result of that. Excuse me. Oh good, one of each. See if I can link you guys up. I will stop when all of you are ready to be linked together. Like this. Alright. Well, then let's show them why they're wrong to do that. Do it again. Ow. Wake me up, thank you. Do it again. Blast right through. That's not the right way. We end up just falling back on old habits here. Because I feel like I was just doing this in the last episode when we were in the Mon Highlands. It's almost like that's exactly what happened. I'll do it again. I need 400 of these anyway. Hell, I'll do it a third time. You want to see me do it again?
Watch a pro in action. Who's next?
Nice job, Alvin.
Okay, so this dude's in my way, we'll just Demon Fang the hell. And then I'll rescue Elise with multiple Terror Ruptures for these enemies that are right in front of us. Nope, don't even think about it. I thought that was going to be enough. Wasn't quite. That's okay. We got him now. Oh good, a couple of level ups out of that.
I feel much stronger. You're really coming into your own. All right.
The disparity between Alvin's HP and everybody else's HP is starting to get a little ridiculous. Again, it's because of Stamina 1 and 2, and if we're linked up with Jude, who also has Stamina 1 and 2, well, it starts to get a little out of control. Probably the most optimal stats-wise would be to link up with someone with Spirit 2, because Alvin's TP isn't the best, but we haven't really been having trouble with that now, have we? And they're working pretty well together because they're casters, so they just stay back and keep casting, and we go up in the front and beat everything up, so... If it ain't broke, why fix it, right? That don't seem like something that we need to do. What we need to do is not run directly into this Haxby. I'll grab this treasure since I missed it. What we need to do is get everybody level 39, because once we get that, I will feel very comfortable about Fenmont. We will be over-leveled still, but we will have all of the guards, the elemental guards that I need for Fenmont, and then I think if I remember right, Light Guard is the last one that you get. And that's like, yeah, okay, so this just connects back to the other section, so we'll just, you know, look around this whole place and then kill all the enemies and then go to Fenmont. Yeah, Light Guard I think is on the second Lilium Orb, because, I mean, a lot of enemies so far haven't really used Light other than the Telethia. I forget what it was actually called. Unknown something or another. I forget. The one that we fought that was like the big moth-looking thing that liked to fly up in the air, and that's the reason why I used Rowan, because it just let me hit it easier. It was in stream number 5, if I recall correctly, the boss of that one. Skill Tome Warrior Above. What does that do? Gives Leia access to Sky Soldier. So what does Sky Soldier do for you, Leia? Let's see here. Sky Soldier, 8 to equip. When attacking in the air, damage dealt to enemies increased by 25% and TP consumed decreases by 25%. I could see that being pretty good for her, actually, as another support skill, especially if she's linked with Mila, because if she's linked with Mila, that skill will allow Mila to do spellcasting in midair, eventually, and then the spellcasting will cost less TP to do, so yeah, I can see that being pretty useful. Speaking of the two of them, I might actually let them into the battle next time so they don't complain to me about the fact that they aren't getting to fight. Because I feel like it might be worthwhile to just let them out of the cage before Xillia 2. For just a little bit, you know?
Huh? Is it me or did it suddenly get all dark?
That would be the spirit climb.
Must be close to Fenmont.
Yep. That's the gist of it. I guess it would make sense, though. Leia hasn't been to this part of the world, so she wouldn't be aware of the night climb. It's all nightlife in this area, Leia, because it never returns to daytime unless you brave the dangers of the Barnauer High Road. 10 pointy talons? Wow. The Telethia? Sorry, you went to make some food and get your Clementine. Yeah, I was mentioning something about Light Guard. Oh yeah, because not a lot of enemies have used light elemental skills in the game. The only one that I could remember using anything light elemental so far was the that enemy, the boss enemy, the moth-looking thing. So, and actually, that was our first taste of Shimmering Toll, wasn't it? That's cool. Oh my god, that was almost bad.
Here we go.
Could have Jude use that now, but first let's do our Guardian Growth as usual. Okay, sure, just, you know, whack me right out of it.
Let's do this.
Okay, that gets rid of the good chunk of those guys.
Who's next?
Nice job, Alvin.
Who's next?
Nice job.
Might as well just keep that up since it seems to be working pretty well. Use it again. Back up if I can. I guess I can't, so I'll just Punishing Shot. Hope for the best. Nice. God. Sure, I guess I'll hit this guy since the rest of them ran away from me. I can see you walking up on me over there. Don't you think I can? Okay, well, I was going to do this again. I guess I'll just do it now. Why not?
Let's do this. Okay.
You guys got that guy over there? We're a little busy over here. No. I guess I should have noticed that was happening.
And finished.
Okay, let's double check on Alvin's arts here and see how far along he is, and then we'll go from there. Wow, time to do a few months of missed assignments, Jude. Yeah, because we're almost back to school now. How long has it been? I mean, at least 1 month. I would imagine it's been even more than that because there was like a 3-week time skip when Mila was getting healed. So, like, it's been quite a while, I would think. Squall Shot, by the way, it doesn't have anything unique that you get out of it for using it more. It just gets the universal stuff like extra crit chance and stuff like that. So that's nice. But okay, Terror Rupture's above 200. Punishing Shot just needs to get above 200. And Guardian Field. I might as well spam Guardian Field now while all the enemies are weak to light anyway. Well, not all of them, but a good chunk anyway. So, might as well spam it now while we have the opportunity. Yes, please, come over here so that you and the soldier can link up. Okay, I suppose I could do all 3 of them, and even encounter Link without getting the preemptive strike. Sure, why not? Oh, okay. Hey, Jude, a little help? Thanks, buddy.
Let's do this. Okay.
Oh, I ran out of... I was like, where'd my attack go? Because I ran out of AC.
Look out.
Let's do this. Okay.
Lots of numbers, once again. I'll tell you what will work. There we go. Again, might as well spam it while the game wants me to. Say, Alvin, get out of the way. He's gonna smack you in the face.
Time for a duet. Forward.
Anyway, let me try that one again. Thanks for keeping that guy busy, Jude. Now we should be able to hit this. There it is. Use it one more time.
Let's keep this up. Up we go!
Alright, so we got a 3-link there. I keep doing these 3 links. It's gonna start to spoil me in terms of the amount of experience we're getting here. Wow, Alvin and Rowan are really starting to fall behind on the EXP, aren't they? That's surprising. I didn't expect they'd end up being... Like, I expected that there would be some slight variation to the amount of experience that the characters would need, but I didn't expect them to fall this far behind. I guess we'll have to do something about that, won't we? Let's use that to our advantage by Guardian Groving.
Let's do this. Okay.
Just double up on that. Matter of fact, do it again. I know they're resisting, but I'll at least get rid of the guy that's trying to walk directly into my face over there. I didn't really do that one, but that's okay.
Demonic chaos. Punishing shot. Watch a pro in action. Diving falcon. Time for a duet. Let's do this. Okay. Fourth wave. Punishing shot.
Okay. Gets rid of that guy. Oh, nice. I can even pick him up with my Demon Fangs now.
Good or what?
Good work, Elise.
Ouch, the cold shoulder.
Excellent.
She's doing pretty well with that Tipo Roar, even though I don't have her on because of the one skill that I have for her. It prevents her from, I think, being able to turn... No, I think actually it just has Tipo start on. I think she can still turn Tipo off, if I remember correctly. But, yeah, I don't know. She's doing well with Tipo Roar, even with him still being
Are we even going
on.
the right way?
So. Well, Jude, we're almost done. We've just got these couple of enemies left, and then you can have a break. Almost just got, whatchamacallits there. Okay, hang on, Mila. I'll bring you into the fight, because Jude and I can practically handle this ourselves. Okay. I'd like to Guardian Field today, please. Thank you. Maybe I won't be bringing them in for this one if the enemies are going to continue to be like this. Actually, no. We'll do it now. And back up. Leia.
All right, bring it on.
Yeah, I guess Fierce Demon Fang wouldn't have really worked in that case, would it?
Let's do this. Okay.
Oh, we've tried that one already, Mila. It doesn't really work too well.
And finished.
Still haven't gotten that 6-person, whatchamacallit yet. We might have to do a certain number of battles where we have 6 people participate in order to get it. The victory screen, so. And these are the last enemies we need to fight down here, I think. So we'll just do a couple of 3 battles. We'll do 3 battles in double links, and then we'll go from there.
Here we go again.
Guardian Grove.
Let's show our skills.
Who's next?
Nice job, Alvin. Watch a pro in action. Diving falcon.
Who's next?
Nice
Okay,
job,
maybe bring them in again, because why the hell not?
Who's next?
Nice job, Alvin.
All right, bring it on.
Punishing shot. Let's do this. Okay. Diving falcon.
I'll stop them in their
Demonic chaos. Hit him with light. Demon Fang.
Embrace fortitude.
Thanks, Leia. We don't really need that much. Barrier's a lot for a battle like this, but that's fine. It'll work out. Return, welcome back. VTuber you follow is playing that new Toho game, New World. Thinks she's lost and it's still the first level. Oh, that's not good. That could be a little problematic. Yeah, I could see that being a little problematic. Hopefully she finds where she needs to go. otherwise it might be a long playthrough. Alright, let's see. Okay. You know what? That's fine. I didn't get back attacked, so I'll take it. Well, I got one. Do it again. Why not?
Watch a pro in action.
I think that has wake-up properties as well. That's kind of nice. Diving Falcon, that is, I think, has wake-up properties. That would explain why they kind of pause when they attack there. Let me check the art usage on that now. Actually, I know I'm doing it in the middle of battle, but... Okay, 15 more. Got it. I don't know if I'll remember that specifically, but...
Let's do this. Okay.
And do it again.
And that's a wrap.
That it is. Got 3 more battles worth of fruit and cheese left. I might actually use those 3 because we've got this battle here, this double link here. But if I remember correctly, like I said, once you get into Fenmont, I think there's a couple of... I know there's at least one boss fight, but I don't think it's in Fenmont itself. I think there's actually one in Fenmont itself. Not against Noctigal, obviously. But... Oh, I didn't link that guy. Okay, well that'll make this a little easier, I guess. So get in there. Do it again. Since I need the punishing shot anyway, the uses out of it.
Man, are we good or what?
Yeah.
Ouch, the cold shoulder.
Now, is that the amount that Alvin and Rowan need to get to 39? Yes, it is. So we need to get about 1,200 experience total from potentially from 2 battles before we get in there. Okay. So I have to use my 2 battles wisely to get that EXP to finish the first Lilium Orb. Think so as well. You saw it pick up that Scorpion while Alvin was scooping Jude into the sky. Yeah, so I think it does have some form of wake-up properties to it, which is another nice effect of it. So it deals lots of damage and it wakes up enemies so that it can inflict the maximum amount of damage. Those are not bad qualities for a Link art to have. These enemies have respawned over here, and I think if we just do 2 double Link battles, I think that'll be enough to get us the experience we need, so let's see what we can do. Okay, we didn't quite get that.
Here we go again.
Let me get the hell away from that. I'll just do the 1 Guardian Grove then, and then do a regular Guardian Field.
Let's do this. Okay.
I was going to Demonic Chaos, but you know, I need to...
Let's do this. Okay.
Nice job, Alvin.
Nice.
With light.
Hey, look at all these enemies that are weak to light right around me that I can Guardian Field. Do it again.
Let's do this. Okay.
Sometimes I wonder how all the effects and everything that are happening in battle are going to actually work out, because, like, you just see them, like, there's so much going on. There's lemon gels going out, there's us doing Diving Falcon, a whole bunch of other stuff, and it's just like, I don't know how all this is going to interact. I feel like at a certain point, all this extra stuff is just going to come back and bite one of us. It's probably going to be me, because, to be fair, the game is playing me just as much as I'm playing it, so... I guess this game hasn't been too punishing, though, in terms of, like, RNG stuff. It could be worse. You're a caster. You're not supposed to be blasting them in the face that much. What'd you do, cast Berserk on yourself? Oh, good. I hope you're not superstitious, Alvin. Alright, 1 more battle left, and we need to get about 610 experience from it, so... I think we should be able to get that from the next one. Oh no, 903, so it needs to be a triple link. I just don't want to eat another food item, basically, before I overwrite it with a spicy chicken roll, so... Just grab 1, 2, and 3. Let them all gel together. Mix it all up.
I'll handle this.
And walk in the midst. Hit them with resistance combos, like this is that new glitch that lets you stun lock enemies to death. I'll talk about that later. But yes, there was a new glitch discovered in Tales of Xillia in 2023. Believe it or not. Actually, I think there's a couple, if I remember correctly. How? I don't know how. People just have, you know, been evolving their game with this game, I guess. Okay, well, I was gonna do Diving Falcon, but I got my punishing shot out of it anyway.
Nice job, Alvin.
Watch a pro in action.
Don't even think about using that shield. Okay, well, that didn't exactly work out. That did, though.
Watch a pro in action.
Would have rather I clicked the guy with the shield, but hey, you know, this works too. Sir, that shield is not going to serve you for much. Alvin, why would you go that way?
Was this really the
Much
only
longer.
way?
We didn't get enough experience to get Rowan to 39. Okay, that's fine. He'll get there from the boss fights. Yeah, I'm sorry, could you repeat that? Yeah, there have been new glitches discovered in Tales of Xillia this year. Because some of the people that are playing this game are a little cracked in terms of understanding how the game's code works. So... okay, so I'm going to want to play Rowan in the boss fight. So, and I know it's coming up. So spicy chicken roll time and, I guess the Lilium Orb time, although Rowan won't quite have access to all of his orb until after the boss fight, but it's not like he needs it. Really, the only thing that we need is Fire Guard on everybody. I think I have that on everybody at this point. So, or will anyway, once I get this for Rowan. I don't remember where his Fire Guard is, but hopefully it's not this last one that I'm missing, or else he'll probably be fine anyway. Oh, there's Conservation, okay. And no, this is Dark Guard, so that's fine. He can get that last and will be perfectly viable, so excuse me. As for everybody else, since Rowan's the only one falling behind on the on that they're leveling up for now. I mean, he's old, give him a break. Let's finish everybody else's Lilium Orbs and then start on their second ones, shall we? But yeah, that's Lilium Orb number 1 complete for Alvin. He's got 2 points left and a couple of new skills to play with, so let's swap orbs. And where do we start? What do we get down here? Extended window. That's the one I was actually talking about where you can increase... Or no, it's not. Never mind. I was talking about one for casters where you can start the link art at the beginning of the cast. This one gives you more time to do the link art. So if you want to like dash across the field towards another enemy, you can dash a couple of times. It gives you like 1 or 2 extra seconds to use it. So I guess it's not bad. 8 heal share plus. HP recovery rate when linked increases by 25% for a total of 50%. That would probably be pretty good for Guardian Field spam, actually, and since I still need to use that, it might not be bad. Here's Alvin's Dragon Swarm, finally. I don't know why it's locked until after level 40. It seems like a long time to wait for Dragon Swarm, but, you know, well, it's not locked till after level 40, but that's just the way that I built the orb, so. These are the skills that I think I want to start getting as soon as I can. Life Up and Mind Up. I knew they were both here somewhere. Basically, these are completely RNG based. They have a very small chance of happening, but they will raise your max HP or max TP by whatever their RNG percentage chance is permanently at the end of a battle. So the sooner you get these, the better, because then you give them the maximum number of chances to proc. So I will start here and work my way over to those. And just kind of go this way, that way, and then go for the rest. And this is... okay, this is the good art that we want for Alvin, because Squall Shot is nice, but why not vary things up a little bit? Turn Alvin into a caster, because we can definitely do that, because he has a gun. He will cast gun, because this is variable trigger. It's another one like Squall Shot. It gets just universal stuff. You don't have to use it to get extra effects out of it other than the universal stuff. It hits from a long ways away. It's fire elemental. And bullets that pierce the very core of life. Fun. But basically it's fire elemental and it's from range, so it lets Alvin use variable trigger and then squall shot in a row. And then you might get a burn out of variable trigger, so that's kind of nice. I don't know if his intellect is high enough to get lots of burns though, but you know, it's a chance. This game is so old. It's almost like hearing the people learn about New Thing and Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Don't remember the specifics, but the New Thing was discovered in like 2020. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty good discovery then, because the game is like 11 years old at that point. Also, in terms of Heart Gold, Soul Silver, apparently there's a guy in the Sionwood City Pokemon Center who will give you a tentacle to prevent you from soft-locking yourself there. That's funny. It's like, I got here. I don't know how I got here, but I don't have a fishing rod, and I released all the water types I used to get here. Well, I've got a solution for you. Here's a tentacle. Now, please never do this again. I wonder if you can, like, release the tentacle that he gives you, and he'll just give you another one. So you could, like, soft reset the tentacle for a perfect one if you want to use it for competitive or something. That's funny as hell. If that's how it works. I don't know that that's how it works, but if that is how it works, that's funny as hell. Alright, Jude got Dark Guard. What else did he get up here? I wasn't paying attention. Assault Step. Okay, so we'll be equipping that as well. So, meanwhile, over here for Jude's second orb, we've got Heal Share Plus. Again, probably pretty nice. I might equip that on everybody if everybody gets it. So, extended window. Dragon Shot. It's just exactly how it was in Tales of the Abyss, except now you get to use it as an actual character in the party rather than just an enemy. He also gets Whirlwind Snap. He kicks and it pulls the enemies towards him, so that can be useful. Not a big fan of it, but you can make use of it. And then Life Up and Mind Up. So same thing here as everybody else. We'll start with the agility and then move from there. Not that Jude needs it. He's already got over 550 agility. Jesus Christ, Jude. And that's without dash being taken into account, if I remember right. So I feel like it might not be releasable. Who knows? Yeah, maybe they programmed it to be like, no, you cannot release this tentacle. Don't fucking do it. That's funny. Alright, as for Elise, let's finish up her first orb. There we go. That'll get her Spirit too. That's good. The other one was Dark Guard. Oh, okay. Hold on. To the second one. As for her stuff here, same stuff. Oh, Casting Window. Okay, so this is the one that we want for the... It's, I guess for casters, they get this one instead of Extended Window. You can start a linked art during the spell casting of that art. And it's, as far as I know, if you get it on a caster and you link with a melee character, they get the benefit of both Extended and Casting Window because it's partnerable, if I remember correctly, so I could be wrong. Here's another good martial art for Elise, Tipo Squash. Basically, he drops on the enemies. Like I said, they use his elasticity for a purpose now, so he just smacks the enemies, and it has good guard breaking properties. It might... Does it wake up? No, I don't think it does. I think it's the other one. This is the one that wakes up, Tipo Quake. He digs under the ground and then burrows up into them. And you can use it after Tipo Roar to wake them up. So that's nice. And maybe the shockwaves when he jumps are what wakes people up, so I might have to turn Tipo off in certain cases. It's just you have to taunt to turn him off, so it's like, it's a lot of work, but, you know. And then Life Up and Mind Up, so we'll work on that too. That would explain why I feel so sluggish with Elise. It's because she only has that kind of agility, and I didn't link her with Jude. Gotta link her with Jude so she gets the benefits of Dash. It's just funny as a gift Pokemon to you because the devs knew someone would try to make a softlock file and program to gift Pokemon that's only obtainable when you try to softlock yourself. Yeah, foresight's a fucking godsend. They have to have been like, no, you know how players are getting nowadays. If they're going to use glitches and stuff to give themselves infinite rare candies in the first gen, you better believe that they're going to, like, try to do something stupid and be like, oh, your game's unbeatable. Go on social media or something and post a negative review. Oh, boy. All right, Dark Guard and Temporary Stability for Mila. Temporary Stability was... okay. Not bad for her. Not bad at all. Her art's here. Oh, good, Condemnation. That works pretty well with Binding Sphere, and Sigil Spear. It hits them with a rune, and then it explodes a few seconds later. So that can be useful. And she gets Thunderblade all the way down here. That's impressive, actually. Probably means Rowan's going to get, like... Freeze Lancer, probably on his second orb. Like, right near the beginning. If not Freeze Lancer, then what else would he get? Because if it's the water and earth one, yeah, I gotta imagine it's gonna be Freeze Lancer. So, but we'll worry about that later. We'll get Life Up and Mind Up first for everybody. I will be using Freeze Lancer. It's very good. It's just a line. And you've already seen me use Force Wave, which is a line AoE, to very good effect in this game. So just imagine a single person being able to use something like that. And you've got a good idea about what's going to happen. Thunderblade, the one spell the devs have never really fucked up. It's always good, yes, and it's just as good in this game, especially since you can use it to make lightning with Mila as a martial art as well. And I think, if I remember right, it has a wider AoE when she turns it into lightning, unlike Bolt Strike, which is just the regular version. So you got aerial jump, so that's not bad for you, I guess. What do you get here? Heal, so there's her upgrade to First Aid, finally. And then she finally actually gets a good art starting on Orb 2. Here's Swallow Flight. It's one of her better arts. It's Fire Elemental. It hits twice, and only twice, and it brings her up into the air, which allows her to use all of her other aerial arts. So it's a good starting move if you want Leia to start being in the air a little bit more. And she'll get better and better stuff as we go here. Soul Stoke Spin. It's okay. That's not really the one I was looking for. Staff Rain's pretty good, though. It's multiple hits, but you can use it in the air, I think, without leveling it up. So it can be a good way of continuously having the enemies... Like, basically, you can force a counter manipulation with it. So because it hits so many times, the enemies will basically just instantly try to do a counter, and then you can backstep or flash guard and get her staff elongation and then do it again, and... So there's ways to lock people down with Leia. It's just not as easy as it is with others. So, all right, so what I think I'll do for this fight coming up, I don't know if we'll even get to it, but we might. So since we might, I will give you two the Mystic Emblems like I did before. And then, Jude, I'll finally give you a Spirit Symbol for this fight, because I think we've got enough money at this point where I can just equip that for the regular battles and we'll be fine. You get the other Mystic Emblem. There we go. And this next boss fight is a Rowan fight, because the enemy that we're going to be fighting is weak to water. So definitely include him in the party in some way, shape, or form. So, oh, we've got a skit out there. I'll do the skills first and then the skit. How about that? What else did I get that I want to equip here? Conservation, I think. Is that my jaw that's clicking? No, that's just the inside of my head, I think. Yeah. Okay. I can hear it clicking. There must be... Either I'm going crazy, or you know what it actually might be, is it actually might be my ears, because I have narrow ear canals, so sometimes my ears have little bits of clicks in them that happen because of the stuff inside of your ears, to say it without being too gross. I don't know how gross people consider that stuff, but we've talked about gross stuff today, apparently, just a lot, so I don't know. Let's see, Spirit 2 for you, Dark Guard for you. Not that we need it that badly at this point. Do you guys, you got Dark Guard, you got Dark Guard, and you also got it, right? Oh, no, you haven't gotten it because you're not quite at level 39 yet. Okay, that's fine. So... yeah, you know, when I link with Jude, Warrior and Warrior 2 might be pretty good for Elise, because it'll let her do front steps and back steps in a pretty good way. Because they cover more ground and she'll be faster anyway. So... and Fire Guard for you. Yeah, I don't know. I guess the rest I'm kind of like iffy on. So I guess we'll just leave it. She's it, and that's that.
Come on, guys.
I feel like the Excel is a trap. It sounds cool, but how useful is 2 more AC? If you don't have Assault and Assault 2, it's useful. If you do have those equipped, it's almost useless.
What?
But it sells for good money.
You're the one who got fast.
I agree with Leia.
Really?
This is horrible.
I can't catch him
Playing
anymore.
tag was like my favorite hobby.
She calls the game tag, but when Leia caught me, it was always a full body tackle.
I guess
She
I'll always
glomped you.
have those memories.
Leia, you don't need to give up so quickly.
Oh,
There are
boy.
always alternate methods to catch Jude.
Fireball.
Are you trying to catch him or roast him over fire,
What are you
Mila?
doing? Ah!
Jude, just snap pivot them.
There are lots of ways to tag him without making physical contact.
You're right. Thanks, Mila.
I just need to learn spirit arts. Thanks, Mila.
Tackle me.
Oh boy. These crazy guys. Alright, so that's done. We set the skills. Let's save and then walk back into Jude's not hometown, but the first town of the game to see how it's changed since we left like a month and a half, 2 months ago. Leia is a gremlin and you love her. Yeah, like I said, I'll be glad when Xillia 2 comes around and I can actually use her effectively. Oh good, the army's chasing me even into town. Or they're chasing someone else.
Isn't that...
The lab!
Oh. Well, that could be problematic.
The Lance of Kresnik is in there. Let's go.
Did someone get to it before us? Find out! Well, probably not right now. Unless we get in there very, very quickly. But we'll see what happens. While we're in Fenmont, though, there was a shop here, wasn't there? We might as well take advantage and buy some food. That leads to Arkland Quag. We don't need to go there yet. Or to Palace, for that matter. So let's go to the inn. Return to Fenmont.
Back in Fenmont at last.
All thanks to you and the others.
I'm surprised we're not being shot on sight.
First met? That feels like forever ago.
I suppose it does.
They gave us a shot of Alvin's face. He knows something. He always knows something.
I know.
He just never tells
There's no
us.
time for waxing sentimental.
Right.
So let's get going then. Nice to see that the doctors are out in full force. Since there's some crazy shit going on, some of the civilians might have been wounded. It's actually kind of a neat detail. Didn't notice that before. Alright, food time. What am I missing? I mean, I should probably just go looking at the fruit and cheese, honestly, because that's always what I'm missing. It's what we always end up using, so... And then, get another one of these in case I ate it too early. I have a fruit salad as well that I'm not going to use, so let's just get rid of that. Okay. We're above level 38 and stuff now, so we might as well expand the shops. Oh, good. Insect materials times 3. I don't know what we'll do with that, but there you go. Okay, so let's expand the shops out a little bit. These are leafy green materials, so I guess I'll get it to 39. Okay, discount on Miracle Gel, that's fine. These, I could use the Libavius ore. Okay, that's a little bit much. I'll use one, how about that? And then a meadow crystal. Or maybe I'll just use the silver ore, because that'll get us there, yeah. I have 99 gold dust and 99 geodes, fun. Corrugated blade, heavy anchor. Discounts on a whole bunch of other stuff. I don't know that we need any of that other stuff at the moment. It feels like we're still doing pretty good on items, like for our equipment. So I might just wait on that stuff until later. That might be a trap, though, honestly. Rune mail, rune cloak are available. Like, it might be better to buy stuff now because of the fact that we don't know if we'll be able to get into these shops again after. So maybe I will go buy some stuff. The doctors are out in full force because the people in Charlton have already told us the people are having a hard time casting spirit arts. They're probably struggling to even heal anyone. They need all hands on deck. Yeah, that's probably a pretty smart way of looking at it, too. It's a nice detail. Again, didn't really notice that before. They're probably wondering why the hell we're all running into the shops to buy stuff and everything, but at least they haven't recognized us yet. Oh, good, the fresh mutton guy followed me all the way here again. I still don't understand how he keeps getting my address, or where I'm going, anyway. You know, I had holy bottles on the Colmar Trail. I could have just used them. Oh, well. Do I have anything worth selling at the moment? I mean, I could sell the holy bottles, but... because I'm just going to fast travel in most cases if I'm going to someplace I've already been. We could use the basil and the other thing. Let me see if there's anything else I want to sell as well. Before I get too far here, we'll keep those because they're elemental. Actually, I can sell the light cape, I think. And the Excel, because look at that, it sells for 14,000 gold. So that's kind of nice. I think the opal I might keep because there might be a situation where I want to, like... I think if you have over 100% resistance to an element, you absorb it. So there might be a situation where I want that to be the case. So I'll just keep it for now. Get rid of this. Don't need the Night Crest anymore. It'll probably come in more handy in the second game, the Night Crest, because I won't have access to as many good accessories. And I'll just sell all the beads for 29,000 gold, because why the hell not? I have no chill when it comes to gold in this game, apparently. But I think we're good on items otherwise. I don't think we really need to worry about that too much. Accessories we're definitely good on. Won't need those for the rest of the game. Armor corner. Here's the new stuff. I guess we might as well buy some stuff if I don't have it already. I already have the Wind Crest for you, and the Fire Helm for you, and the Aqua Ribbon for you. We have the Green Berets, so that's good. The Rune Cloak is new, and actually it has discounts now, so that's nice. Yeah, it gives us strength against all elements, all 4 of the normal basic elements, rather than just water, so I might as well buy it. So that's that. The Mighty Guard is on discount and better than what you two have, so let's buy that. The Rune Mail will be great for Alvin, and it's not on discount at the moment, but I think I'm going to buy it anyway just because it's that good for him. Doesn't give good art defense, but the extra resistances combined with the guards we already have equipped will make arts do basically nothing to him, so I'm just going to buy that and probably keep it for quite a while, actually. It might not replace it with anything for quite some time. We'll see. And I'll get the Rune Cloak for Elise as well, because if I'm buying Alvin something nice, I might as well buy Elise something nice as well. Because that'd be mean to not buy Elise something nice. Look at all the trauma she's gone through. She needs something nice to help her. Recoup a little bit of our costs there. And any weapons that I want? I don't know if I got anything that I'd care about. I guess I could buy the Insect Maw instead of the Grand Gauntlet, since they're better. How much better? For the extra money? I don't know. Let's see here. Your brain is wired very differently. See a lot of things in ways others don't. Like, you're the theme of the first variant dungeon almost immediately. And holy shit, so Nanamo is important to this, but whatever is in here concerns all of Thanalin. Not even joking. It was all 2 seconds into the opening cutscene. Oh, there you go. Some things just click with you. Spoiler, the first variant dungeon builds a lot on the lore that's been ignored since The Realm Reborn. They probably figured they should go back on it because they kind of left that stuff hanging in the air, and they didn't want to leave it hanging in the air anymore, so... I don't know. Do I buy these? They're a small upgrade for like 4,000 extra, and we're not really doing bad on any of that stuff, so... I think I'm actually going to wait. I don't think I'm going to buy the Corrugated Blade or the Insect Maw or any of that. I'll just wait until the next upgrade for them, because we've got all this extra stuff. I do like the look of the Heavy Anchor, but... the Morning Edge will do. I'm surprised it's not Light Elemental, considering what it is, but... You've already got the Precious Wand, so I'll wait for you as well. I do like the Abai. There we go. Abai for Abai. Something like that for Rowan, because it looks like an insect stinger, but you know. You've got a Silver Rod, so we'll wait for the Bison Bat for you. And that means no new weaponry. Alright, that's fine. So, we're heading for the lab. Head for the research center. There's another save point right before we go that way, isn't there? Yeah. Although that's right at a Barnauer High Road, so I'll go save again since I bought and expanded the shops a little bit. And then we'll go from there. There's a side quest there. I get the feeling we won't be able to complete that one like the Rat Pig, because we're going to get kicked out of the city again. Alright. And yeah, I forget if you go into the palace now, or if you fight a boss before you go into the palace. But I guess we'll find out, won't we? Because we're heading that way now. Along with all of these medical people. And all the doctors are just kind of letting us go there. Well, that's a lot of dead soldiers and researchers alike. Should we be concerning ourselves with all the dead people?
Mr.
Like,
Eldon?
aren't they, trying to kill us because we're on the most wanted list?
Listen to me, Doc.
It's the guy with the small face.
One of the researchers was actually an Ashul spy.
No kidding.
I tried to arrest her. She blew up the entire testing chamber.
We'll carry the wounded to the hospital. Come with me.
I can think of one person who'd be willing to blow up the testing chamber.
Gaius is making his move.
Yeah, I'll say.
Any more time.
So into the palace, not palace, into the research center we go. Find the Lance of Kresnak. Hey, you wouldn't happen to know where that is, would you? Yeah, really. Alright, I guess they'll let us go through the front door this time, so that's fun. It does make me wonder if there's going to be any encounters in here, but, I mean, the Lance was through one of those doors over there. not too long ago. Let's go to the Lance of Kresnik. Okay. So I guess they want me to go a specific direction rather than that way. And the Lance was over this way. So we'll go there. Straight away. Outside of using the Xillia ruins to escape death in Realm Reborn, that area has been totally ignored, and it's been there since 2.0, and we only are now doing something with it fucking finally. Yeah, like I said, they probably figured, no, you know, we've been having this hanging in the air for a while. Let's actually do something with it. So, it's probably for the best. Anybody know what that means?
Doesn't sound like knocking will get us in.
Because I can't read Japanese. Oh, okay. Mila, I don't think that's going to get us in either. Because that's technically considered knocking.
There's got to be another way in. Let's look for it.
We're going to need another key, gang. Find another way to the Lance. Well, why don't we just go upstairs to where... what's her face went in. I don't actually know if that's how you get there. But I'm gonna go find out. I don't think either of these rooms led there, though. And I don't actually remember where you're supposed to go at this point. Oh, okay. So I was in the vaguely correct direction. Got it.
What was that?
A while? It's been 10 years, yeah, so I guess that's a little more than a while, especially in the case of a game's lifespan. So.
What?
Oh yeah, hi, guys, hi, welcome to the party. Yeah, they liquefy people here. I suppose I should have mentioned that to these people.
Isn't she?
It's the mayor.
The mayor of Himil, okay.
The mayor of Himil?
Yeah, I just recognized her.
That the Rashagal army invaded the village.
All the villagers frozen solid.
How did they freeze them?
No!
Hey, come back to us. Don't give up.
Well, I guess we're not going to find that out. But which of the 4 great spirits was freezing people? Isn't that a combination of Gnome and Undine? Because it's water and earth, ice elemental stuff, so...
The villagers were frozen solid? What could that mean? Is this what Gaius's henchwoman meant when she said the power of a great spirit?
Sounds about right.
On death's door. She might have been delusional.
Also a possibility, but... Yeah, they shouldn't be reducing these people into goo no matter what. Any thoughts, Jude?
I wonder if it'll work the same.
Oh, from when Agria used it. Okay, well, we can always go check. Because this wasn't the one she used, but we can check this one. The mayor's death.
Are you thinking about the mayor?
She's thinking about why we didn't finish the side quest in Himil.
My teacher at school was killed by that same awful machine.
Well, in a different room, but, you know.
It's that I'm not actually sad at all. Is Elise a heartless monster?
Well, no, they treated you like shit, so...
Do you think she got what she deserved?
Of course not. The mayor suffered horribly.
Then you're not a monster.
It was so awful.
You can recognize the problem, then.
Would a heartless monster get so mad about what happened to the mayor? Would she shed tears over it?
No, I guess not.
Yeah, Agria, I forgot her name. She hasn't been relevant since the beginning of the game. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, she's... We only met her in this actual lab, so... We haven't seen her since then.
Can this contraption help us?
Hopefully that's not a bad sign or an ill omen. I should check and see if the equipment all went to the right people.
That's remarkable, Jude.
Actually. Well, he's pretty good at this whole logging in thing. Also, the lance is gone.
The Lance of Kresnik is gone. Did that explosion destroy it?
It would have destroyed the rest of the room, too. And that.
Perhaps the lance was moved before the explosion occurred.
Probably.
That's the only logical explanation.
But moved to where?
Jude, Google search it? Does Xillia's World have a Google search function?
I found a recording of what happened.
Okay, well, that'll work.
Mr. Eldon talked about?
He just used Xillia YouTube instead.
That girl.
Ah, god damn it, it's in like 68p.
You're right. She was the one that attacked us.
Oh, speaking of Agria, there she is.
It looks like someone discovered her ruse, so she detonated a bomb.
What an asshole!
But isn't she a Najul spy? If I were in her shoes, I wouldn't risk my life like that even if my cover was blown.
Yeah, but you don't know Agria. She's a completely crazy psychopathic person with a hot streak, literally.
She planned to blow up the Lance all along, and Mr. Eldon finding her was just a coincidence.
If June's
Distinct
theory
possibility.
is true, then it's likely that the girl didn't know the Lance had left the facility.
Because Gaius wouldn't tell her anything, because as we said, Gaius doesn't tell the Chimeriad anything, or else they wouldn't be bipolar, or always horny, or etc. Or bad father figures. Or pyromaniacs in this case.
Then she's probably still in the city.
So it sounds like we need to go find her.
We need to find that girl.
Alright, gang, let's not split up and go find her. Let's just scour the city to see if we can find Agria, and see if we can get her to spill the beans on what her plan was all along. Is Gaius really responsible for detonating the bomb here, and is the Lance of Kresnik still in the city? Find out on the next episode of Tales of Xillia, the Stream Edition, which will happen... Actually, it might happen tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Because I need to front load a little bit this coming week because I'm going to be helping with some transitionary stuff. We're moving some stuff into and out of the house next week, so we're going to need a couple of days to go do that. I figured the run back would probably be about now, so let's hope there's a save point in this screen somewhere, because if there's not, I guess I'll be quick saving. That's fine. Tales of School, Part 1. We'll see this and then we'll go.
You went to medical school here, didn't you?
Young students burning with passion, living their dreams. I bet you miss those days.
Not really. We studied and trained all day, every day. I never did anything particularly memorable.
Lame. That is so you.
I mean, he was a med student. Did you want anything else from him?
Treasures to you.
I would have liked to have gone to school myself.
You should have. Maybe you'd have learned how to behave like a normal person.
Wow, Leia. What the hell? And then they're just gonna leave that there. That sounded so cold.
Then going to school doesn't seem to help with behavior at all.
Oh my god.
You might be right about that. Hey,
just give it right back. Okay, well, that's good enough. Thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. I'll get out of those doctors' ways. They probably need to get going somewhere. We'll just quick save here. I like this function because it's nice when you're just like, no, I'm at a good point to stop, but there's no save point anywhere near here. So we'll just use it now. And I'll see all of you on the next one, which I think, like I said, will be tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Almost said 4:30 again. I'll post the schedule up once I get the description and everything done for this one in a little while. Until then, everybody, take care and have a good one. Now, I just thought of something. If I quick save here, it deletes the quick save when I load a file. So how am I going to get Mila intro for next time if I quick saved here? Ah, crap baskets.